Warning, this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. It's Veruca, sweetheart. I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yo, what is good, everybody? How y'all motherfucking doing? It is the Just Being Frank show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is good? I am your motherfucking host, Frank Marvici. We got Almighty L up in the house, co-host extraordinaire. We got Big Leg Lycan over here, chilling.
Pod Strickland.
Yeah, we got I up in the back. Ooh. Yeah. And we got motherfucking Big Wxrm up in this bitch.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
We even got the homie Stallone somewhere.
Yeah, from now on, y'all can just call me Pod Strickland.
Pod Strickland is hilarious.
Nice.
Pod Johnson.
You have to admit, Big Leg is kind of crazy.
Johnson?
Big. His name is Legacy.
I get it.
Yeah, the leg is just something that happened with family.
But another man calling you Big Leg.
Can you check channel 2? It sounds like it's low. Go ahead.
Yeah, you called him Big Leg, and I looked and I was like, bro, my leg is like 8 times
It's
bigger than
literally the size of his body.
Bro, that's crazy.
Who's the big leg, bitch?
Nah, so the way that happened is, growing up, my name was always Legacy, but inside of us, we would be like Leg. You know what I mean?
Right.
For short.
Yeah.
And we always had a thing in front of our names. We'd be like, yo, it's Big Six. It's Big Frank. You know what I mean? Like, as a joke. So Big Leg just naturally happened.
I don't think I was ever.
I'm about to say, I never called Big Six or Big. I was never called
Disney?
Big Frank.
Mike
That
and
would
I
be a
would do-
pause.
Yeah,
in that.
Nah, Mike and I would do that shit. Mike and I would do that
You were
shit.
about to say you were the only one that was big leg. I guess it was Big Sick. Yeah, that's definitely
Big
between you
Sick and Big Leg. Yeah, that works.
which makes sense.
But it was
And when him and I would talk, we would say things like, yo, I ran into Big Six earlier.
No, it would.
Real?
It would
As a
make
joke, yeah.
Oh,
it would make
okay.
sense because when you guys were dating, you were big leg.
Yeah. A big sick leg. Yeah.
That just sounds weird.
Sound like a Rick and
The whole
Morty
thing.
episode.
The whole thing is.
What's good with Will? What's good on my man Martian? Yo, we about to have John Martian up on the motherfucking show in a couple of weeks.
I still haven't got a letter.
He said Big Wxrm is my guy.
That's my brother, bro.
Yo, Martian knows a lot of motherfuckers that we fucks with, man. So excited to have him on the show, man. Good looks on tuning in with us. Everybody that's on YouTube. I do want to make a formal announcement, though. Make sure I get the all subscribe up there for everybody. But we're going to give it, I'm going to go back to what we're going to do before, right? We're going to give it a couple more shows, and then we are going to be switching to nothing but YouTube. At the end of the day, we need to funnel all of our viewers in. We can interact with YouTube better. Really, YouTube is the way that we want to go. So I'm not going to just cut it out just yet, because I know a lot of you guys do watch on Facebook. But we need y'all to convert over. So if you haven't, head over to the YouTube page, Marvici Media. That's all you have to type in. Just Being Frank. We might not be the first ones that pop up, but we'll be there as well if you do that. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on fucking notifications, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, we got a lot of fucking topics tonight. As you see, I kind of refreshed refurbished things.
Yeah.
Does that really say beef curtains?
Yes, it does.
That's sick.
So there was a reason why I put that on there, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
You were hungry?
It got brought up.
You were making a sandwich?
I brought it up.
No, I wanted some roast beef. No. I did not bring it up.
Or you were redecorating?
I'll get into that later. We're not going to start off with the beef curtains, but we will get there.
Crazy.
But we got a couple of other things.
These turns is crazy.
We got, Big Wxrm himself is, if you don't know who this motherfucker is, he is a performer artist himself. He's kind of coining his own lane. I wouldn't say necessarily the only one that's dabbled in it, but I really dig what you're doing with it, with like trap metal. I'm a metal fan as much as I am a hip hop artist, a hip hop fan as well. I've been in bands. I fucking, so I can appreciate what you do.
Word, I appreciate it, man. You know, that's my shit. I was a scene kid. I was the emo goth nigga, just listening to bands and punk rock and shit. And then when I started rapping, it just came out like that. And then I was like, damn.
I like how you switch it up too, though.
He does. I just heard something in the car. It was
So I wanted to. I didn't go through the entire songs of it because I wanted to kind of save it so we can all listen to it together. But as I was kind of going through and seeing what I was gonna play where, you had a song that was kind of like I would say probably your typical MO in a sense. Kind of started right off in a little bit of a screamcore, type scenario. But then you had one that was like just straight hip hop almost.
Bro, I do everything, to be honest. Like. I sing. I've been singing on tracks. I do R&B. I do opera. I'm about to get into country music. But
Do you slide down walls?
Bro.
Yeah, he does.
Imagine this motherfucker sliding down a wall.
Everything. You're going to see me in some videos hitting the R&B, like spread wings shit.
You gotta do the grab.
No. I got 2 Spanish songs.
Are you going to do this?
Yeah,
you got to do the camera grab.
You got to hit the knees and be like.
You got to let him feel it.
Grab.
He hits the bucket of water.
You said you got 2 Spanish songs?
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Like where you like?
Yep, where I'm rapping and singing in Spanish.
That's what's up. I dabbled in that.
He doesn't even know what he said, though.
Rapping and
somebody else wrote
it. So did you did you like write it in English first and then translate it, or you came straight off the top?
Just wrote it. Yeah, just wrote it.
Are you fluent in shit?
Hell nah. I can sing in Spanish though.
How did you write it? If
Selena
you
don't count, brother.
It's like
bitty 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 bitty.
He's doing the washing machine.
I love Puerto Rican.
Yeah, nah, it'd be
You're a Puerto Rican American. You gotta work 3 times as hard.
Bitty bitty bitty.
Yeah, bro. You gotta. Como quieres ser mi amiga, se confundo tu sonesia, por camelo. Bro, you gotta be able to do it all, bro. All that shit.
Look, of course you love this over there in the cut.
You know what that reminds me of too, right? El bloque.
Oh, you remember that?
Hell yeah.
I got that.
I had a Spanish Spanglish verse on that bitch.
Yo,
I used
that's
every
what it is.
Spanish word I knew.
You did.
That's what it is.
verse.
Spanglish.
Yeah.
You gotta bullshit and finesse it.
I did that shit a hot minute ago, right? With this Spanish rapper from the Bronx originally, before I did it with these guys, right? And it was funny as shit because he was a good ass fucking Spanish like gangster rapper, right? Yo, but once they found out, especially that I was a fucking gringo, they fucking loved that
Not
shit.
the gringo.
Yo, this dude was mad.
Bro, he rolled his tongue and everything.
Bro, right? You see,
I'm part Italiano, you know what I mean?
Gringo.
You gotta roll your R's in Italian, you know what I mean? But yo, it's funny as hell because he didn't want to show his boys anymore because they're like, yo, who's that? That dude fucking wiped you. He was like, yeah, fuck that
You done
motherfucker.
came in with the being articulate like Method Man.
Yeah, oh yeah. The only shit is you can tell I definitely like Spanish was not my first language though.
you could just hear the Caucasian in your voice.
I think a little bit.
He's over there. Es gato mi chocha.
No, I said some other shit though. I said, Boricua mami's like, ay que lindo, this bitch is a bellaca de la quiero tu pingo, tu es bonita, dame un beso, your chocha smell like bacalao and hasta luego.
Did you say your church smells like fish?
Bro, he's been
I
waiting.
said some dirty shit.
He's been waiting to spit that verse in front of somebody his whole life.
That shit's, I would agree with you, but that shit's been mad released.
Bro.
That shit been released for years.
Homie, I can't wait for this to come.
I released that shit when you were still shitting yourself.
Next time he's in a bar with
How old are you?
Spanish girl.
I'm an old man.
Old man.
I'm old.
I was old. 22?
I'm about to be 24 in 2 days.
24.
In 2 days, big up you, yo.
Yeah.
I think I originally wrote that verse when you were a little ass kid.
That's crazy.
Because I wrote it back in like 03.
I'm a giant. I ain't never
04.
been a little kid.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what the fuck I'm
I had
saying.
to think about it. I was like, damn, when was I little?
He came out 6 foot.
Bro, basically.
He dunked on his mom.
Yo.
Oh shit!
Coming out the womb.
Bro, that just put a crazy image.
I know. That's what it did to me.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck? I'm thinking of
Coming
like,
out the womb like this.
yo.
That's
Air
great.
Jordan.
Wow, womb dunking. That's just crazy.
Yeah, man. So glad to have you. I mean, it's been like what, 2 years?
A little over a year since we last had him.
Almost a year and a half, man.
Yeah.
So I imagine mad shit has changed since then.
Yeah, good bit of everything, you know. Just been performing out the ass lately. Like I've been going crazy with music.
That sounds like a personal problem.
This
There's laxatives for that.
This year,
Cream of wheat.
Well, not this year because it's not this year. But last year I did like 135 shows.
Sheesh. Nice.
Fucking, I did my first tour, did 20 shows in 16 cities in 1 month. Like, that shit was crazy as fuck. Yeah, I saved somebody's life, everything.
So, all right. So maybe that has already answered my question. Let's just say, what's the craziest shit that happened on tour?
Okay, 3 things. From like, to what the fuck? So, the third thing, I spit in a bitch's mouth. That was cool.
On purpose?
I've been there.
Yeah, like a fan's mouth. That was really wild.
Wait,
that's pretty.
That's
cool.
one hell of a fan, right?
That's fun.
there.
But
Yeah,
how does that?
that's
Like, how does?
disgusting.
Why?
I agree.
It was just the setting
done it
of
during
it.
sex.
Did she ask you, or did you just be
No.
like, "Yo, bitch, let me spit in your mouth"?
No, like it was like, oh my god, you were so hard. Your music was so great. Yeah,
in my mouth.
spit in my mouth.
They
And I
were
was
white.
like,
It was a white
Did you
bitch,
think about
correct?
it, or did you just
That
do
was
it?
definitely a
I
white
was
bitch.
like-
It was a
Did it
snow
take-
bunny.
There's
yo.
no doubt about it.
oh, Caucasian out the ass. It was definitely some milk.
Was there
Yes,
a
it
second
was. No, it
thought,
was
or did you just like,
It was like,
It was a Karen too.
I'm
It was
hearing
Heather.
mad shit.
And my next
She was
question
actually harassing about parking in a handicap spot.
I heard Milk, Megan, and Heather.
Yo, milk is crazy.
Milk, Mother Heather.
My next question is: did you spit, or did you like
And did she swallow?
it was a hawk, and I don't know if she swallowed. I was just so stunned. I was like,
That'd be
I
fucked
fuck
up
it.
if it started
Fuck
a
it.
spit chain.
Did it take any thought? Like, did you have any second thoughts about it, or was it just like, oh, word?
nah, it definitely took a second. I was just like, bitch, you really like my music? And then it was like, fuck it, we ball.
Likes me.
How about
Keep in mind he's sober.
I don't give a fuck who you are when anyone if a chick asks you to spit in your mouth. The first time it takes you back a little bit. You're like, doesn't mean you don't. You know.
It's like-
Hold on.
It's like,
I'm
why?
sorry. So
Yes,
from the
he said the first time.
from the
Yes, you
female
heard that right.
perspective, right?
what do you mean,
Bitches
Stallone?
Bitches ask about this. They ask you to spit in your mouth.
I've never
In their mouth?
experienced it, but I've heard about it.
That's
felt
disgusting.
Like a god. It was yeah.
That's like the telltale sign
Nah,
that she
that's
got
dope,
daddy
though.
issues. I'm sorry.
Fuck it.
Big
The
facts.
good thing is he ain't got to worry about that shit.
He don't.
He just spit, keep it moving.
So that was one.
That price is going down.
You heard like in the cartoons, he spit, and you heard the pating.
Hold on. That's that $40 we was talking about last week.
Right.
But it was her that made the noise.
That shit was.
That's that 40.
That's that 40.
That's
that
that
$40 box.
That's that
Oh,
$40
shit.
box from last
That jalopy.
I don't know if that's
Yo.
even 40.
Not the hoopty.
That's a bucko box.
So that's the Honda box.
The second
All
thing.
right, chill with the Honda.
The second.
Not too much on the Honda.
What was it? Second one?
The second thing, one of my boys in one of my mosh pits and shit, I like kicked him in the nose and like made his nose bleed. I don't know if it broke, but his shit was fucked up. That was cool as fuck. And then
That's mosh pits though. That's if you get in a fucking circle.
and then the first one, it wasn't even my concert, but it was a Wiz Khalifa Waka Flocka show. And we there, I'm with like all my friends, and we partying, we lit in the front and type shit, and then we see a bitch just drop, like she just goes down. She was short. There was like her and her friend were probably like 4'8", little small pretty white bitches.
It wasn't a long
they were
drop.
both-
They both like fell. Like when she fell, and her friend was trying to get her up, but it's during Waka Flocka shit, so you know, people's going crazy. We thrashing, and I was just like, oh shit. Damn, she probably about to get trampled. So I moved like the 3 people in between us, and I picked her up on like with one arm and shit, and then literally
rag doll.
bro, and literally split the crowd mid show. We were in the very front, split the crowd in half, and like brought her over to the EMT.
Is that the one you spit in the mouth?
No.
Yeah, afterwards, she said, spit in my mouth.
That's why she passed out. She was like, oh my god.
Yeah, right.
She was like, I can't believe it.
That was a lunger.
She said to her friend, watch this. I'm going to make him carry me out.
It was yellow.
Bro. Oh my
Black
god.
and yellow, black and yellow.
He's like, what are you, like 6'8"? What are you?
6'9". That's close.
Yeah. So a Louis out of him, like that's
That's
not
a fire
normal.
hydrant.
Niggas get waterboarded.
It's like a water balloon.
Waterboarded.
Waterboard.
That
Yo.
shit's crazy, bro.
This is not it, yo.
Can't believe I'm
You know when they showed like some commercials or something and people get splashed in the face with something and it's bad water?
Yeah.
Literally made her the splash dancer.
He said the wacky
That shit
laughter.
was
So
wild.
what was the third?
That was it.
That was the third.
Yeah, but
Second was the broken nose, and the
but
third.
yeah, nah, but it was dope as fuck though, because I went and I like went to like get back to the front to my friends and shit, and I'm thinking like, damn, it's about to be hard as fuck getting back up there. And then I was like, oh yeah, fuck these niggas, I'm big as fuck. So I just moved everyone out the way.
He's
You
large.
had to remind yourself.
Bro, I do that shit all the time. Like I'll like reach out and slap somebody and then forget like, oh yeah, my arm is long as
I
shit.
just knocked them the fuck
He
out.
forgets his hand is the size of their fucking chest cavity.
Bro, it literally, it's like, and even like from perspectives, like if I'm doing shit, like if I'm making a sandwich, I'm on top of the fridge making the sandwich, and then I be thinking, I'm like, damn, most people ain't never
different shit.
Wait, say that again.
He's using the top of the fridge as his table.
Nah, yeah,
that is crazy.
because the tables be too
Especially
low.
how dirty tops of some fridges are.
Oh, my shit be clean. That's why I'm like,
Because you're already
Yeah,
there.
because he's there all the time. True. He keep that shit's cleaner than my table.
and then I go to people's house and I be like, damn, these niggas got,
He's got
money
salt and
and
pepper on the
animals
top
and
of his
shit up here.
fridge.
Bro, literally, I keep everything up there, bro.
His
He's
napkins.
got a whole place setting.
Bro, I keep
Cups.
A
all the
fucking tablecloth
condiments
on
up
top of his
there.
fridge.
It's just so convenient. It's right there. It's like right there at me.
For who?
Yo.
There's a
For
weed.
me.
He
right there for
be
you.
rolling up there. He be rolling and shit.
So what's the
Nah, I'm
cons
fucking
to being this size?
There's
Every
definitely
fucking
some
thing.
cons.
There's
Yeah.
like-
Everything else.
So anything. So y'all being like average size people.
Yo.
And which is funny
I
because
have
we're
big
not even
legs.
really average size. We're
well,
above normal height.
More normal size people. Everything you would think of that is being tall. It's nothing is good about it.
Yeah.
The only thing that people would be good is that you can see over people at concerts.
That means you're always spottable.
Everyone, you
Yeah.
can't hide nowhere.
You never can be
Exactly.
incognito. you know?
People are always seeing you and always looking, and then the stupid questions you get every day. I've been asked,
How's the weather up there?
nah, nothing that stupid.
You'd have to see a white person.
People.
That would definitely be from
Nah,
a white
with
person.
white people, it's always, wow, you're so tall. Thanks, bitch. I didn't realize. Like,
I am?
You
Is
just
that how they
informed
sound?
me.
And that's how you sound?
Really?
It's like that shit, and then it's just like,
So white people are Mickey Mouse.
I. Nah, bro, the man.
It's a tool to help us later.
Bro, the Wonder Breads be tripping sometimes.
The Wonder Bread?
The mayonnaise mafia?
Bro,
The
literally.
JJ Nissons?
They just come up to you and they just say, and then too, like people are very,
Sourdoughs.
People are really like scared of me, like just innately. Like if I move too quickly, like niggas is shaking or like anything just because of my size, which I understand because it's like I go to the zoo, I've seen like rhinos and fucking giant animals.
I promise, if I
I'd
ever
be
see you
scared
run,
as a
I'm
bitch.
gone.
Like if I walk up to you too close and too quickly, you gonna be like, oh shit, yo, you
Gotta
good,
go.
worm?
You're going to eclipse
Like,
the whole sun and shit. It's
Bro,
like,
that's
yo.
how it be, and it's funny as fuck. Cause like other people's reaction, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I am a giant nigga. That's understandable." But sometimes I'd be like, "Yo, fuck you, bro." But yeah, nah.
So more cons than pros.
Yeah, cars suck.
Yeah.
too.
Hey, I bet you can't find a fucking comfortable one, huh?
Literally,
SUVs,
nah. There's like
right?
5 cars that I could fit in, type shit. And
They're not
barely that.
SUVs?
Barely SUVs. SUVs normally be smaller on
Yeah.
the in the beginning.
You
in
think
the,
they're fucking more roomy.
Yeah, Chargers, Teslas, Jeeps.
Tesla?
Yeah, Teslas.
Yeah, because there's no fucking dashboard.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
good
that
point.
shit is so comfortable. My legs, I was just kicking my legs like a little
Yeah.
kid in that shit.
Yeah, you got nothing.
My
I
brother,
didn't-
Everything's on one
You're
fucking
right.
screen.
crashed his Tesla. My sister bought it.
I don't
This
like Teslas personally.
This nigga took it, crashed it.
No.
The whole
How do you crash a car with autopilot?
Easy.
This
Bro,
nigga-
it's only autopilot when you're fucking cruising on the highway.
Just being funny.
Nah, it's this nigga.
What's up,
Bro, the
Nadine? How you
car
doing?
shows you everything too. I just rode in one like the first time. That shit was insane. That shit showing us the people in front of us, and it's showing us their weight, gender, race, what outfit
All
they got
types of
on,
shit.
what underwear they got, their shoe size. Bro, that shit tell you everything.
Tesla's crazy.
That shit is wild. Elon
Yeah,
needs to
and
go to
it's
jail.
storing all that information, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elon need to go to jail because that man is.
And when you get in, unless you're like you fucking watch the video on the tutorial, you get in. You don't even
What's
know
up,
what
Nick?
to press to get shit cracking.
Yeah,
so,
bro, it took
hold
me
on,
10
before-
minutes for a glove box.
I don't want to cut you off. I just want to, before I forget, we are trying to interact with chat tonight. Just bear with us if we don't immediately, get to whatever your statement may be. But we definitely want your feedback. Also, if you got any questions for Big Worm or you got any questions for any of us, feel free to type them in the chat, and we'll definitely try and get them. I got the phone lines working: 413-241-7272. That's 413-241-7272. So everything's Gucci, man, and we definitely want your feedback. He's here to fucking chill with us, but also get his name out there, man. And he's obviously a busy man. He's been doing a lot of shit. I can, as someone that's done a shit ton of shows myself, I can appreciate that hustle. I think that's what a lot of people are. A lot of artists aren't necessarily doing as much anymore. Not saying not at all, but as much anymore. They really kind of don't need to a degree as well with fucking the digital market that's out there. But one of the biggest thrills for me as a performing artist was to perform live. You know what I'm saying? So I respect anybody that's out there doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is the only thing that brings me any serotonin.
And it's that instant. Not only is it them vibing with your shit and like, you know, you being that kind of inspiration or positive force for those people. You know what I'm saying? But even the fact that they're just, I like the instant gratification of being able to see that I'm making people happy with my music right then and there.
Yo, nothing's better. Like, if your numbers is going crazy, like that's always like, oh yeah. But nothing's better than if I'm on stage and I look and I see you headbanging or vibing out, and it's like, yeah, I'm that fucking guy.
Most certainly.
Like that shit feels great. Like,
Big up your blood clots.
Yeah, we actually I just seen you perform not too long ago. I think it was like what when you did that venue for Unk. Was it like 4 months?
Yeah, that was a bit ago, bro. I'm like,
that was the that was the shit that happened with me and Leo. We actually seen him perform, and then
over there.
And then the shit happened with Unk or whatever, and shit went left.
That's all.
And then before that, I didn't even bring this up. Like before that, we went all the way out to Worcester, and some shit popped off. Remember? We was out there like 40 deep.
Oh yeah, and homie, yeah.
What happened then?
That shit got nasty.
We went to the Palladium to see Tyler perform, and that's our boy Tyler Gifted, and fucking
shout out Tyler Gifted.
Yeah, shout out.
People
about my show.
People started fighting. Niggas was running. Bodies was flipping. We was
throwing
just
niggas over the
throwing people over the rails.
Not flipping bodies.
I was like, he got a knife. I ain't know what the fuck was happening. It was crazy, but we all got out of there safely.
Hell yeah. It's too many of us.
Yeah, man.
The right kind too.
Yeah, it's funny because I already know what a group of us does.
I just think at a concert at that little ass fucking venue where pulled off the fucking front doors. I won't say too much on the air.
Hey yo, what are these shoes, bro?
These?
Like, what are they called?
These are Air Force Ones.
Not Black Horses.
They're not regular.
They're not regular.
Those aren't
Air
lows.
Force Ones.
Those aren't lows though.
Nah, these are the winterized ones.
Yeah.
Those are sick as fuck.
These aren't your run-of-the-mill Air Force Ones.
Not.
You got a long piece of hair sticking out of one though.
Do I?
Yeah, I can see a long piece of hair in your lace or something.
Shit. You brought your wife to the podcast.
Keepsake, keepsake ass motherfucker.
This nigga curb stomped somebody before he came in here. That's crazy.
I said that in a line. I said I put the specialty in your heart and you call it a keepsake.
Uh-oh.
That's what you call motherfucking bars. You whack rappers can't come up here. Funk flex ass. But
Yo,
these are sick, bro. I wish they made them in my size, man. That shit crazy.
They probably do.
They don't make 21s of this shit.
I'm just gonna say you
said 21.
Just buy
Nike
the
makes
box.
21.
This guy wears the drinking age.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
That's crazy.
God.
Oh my
damn.
god.
You could swim with
Yo,
that shit.
can you imagine these in that size?
Bro, those would be sick.
Pause for holding your foots together.
Not playing footsies.
Yo, he had like this much more sneaker.
Yeah, imagine what else he has that much more on.
Hold on. So wait a minute.
Pause for you saying that.
Check it out. So they asking what style of rap you do. So he does trap metal.
He does like a trap metal, yeah.
So basically the OG of trap metal would be like, would be like Zilla Kami from City Morgue. That's my favorite rapper of all time. Scar Lord. Like when they started doing that, it wasn't like corny shit like Hollywood Undead. Like,
yeah, I wasn't a big Hollywood Undead.
I hate Hollywood Undead. I don't like when, like, if you're a rock star or a punk rocker or a metalhead, if you not good at another genre,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Like, and just because they were white and did that shit, everyone was like, "Yeah, this is hard," and I was like, "It's cringy as fuck."
So that's the problem. Is that most rappers or most rock band singers that are trying to be rappers, they're not good at it.
So it makes it shitty, and it's like, y'all are
manufactured.
Y'all are top tier. Like at your instruments and shit,
right?
But you can't do this. So like that's where like my shit is
Jordan
different.
playing baseball.
Basically. So it's like with me, I'm a good ass rapper. I don't really I don't like to rap like that, to be honest. But I'm really good at it, and then I'm also a good scream vocalist and shit, and the highs, the lows, the pig squeals, all that shit. So I just get on
pig squeals.
All
Which do you like better? Which do you like doing better, or writing, whatever? Like
it's funner to write. It's funner to write R&B music and metal music than anything, but it's funner to perform punk rock music than anything.
Funner
because of the vibe, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
the
I
energy.
write everything and shit. Like I'm about to start writing for other artists and stuff because I write a
you
lot
might
of
as
songs
well,
that aren't for me. I write pop music. I can write music for females.
Do
like
you
everything.
think that you could be able to stick to pick one genre and stick to it forever?
If I had to,
If you had to, could you do it?
if I had to, yes.
What would it be?
It would be the trap metal because I get both. Because the reason why my music is so aggressive because I'm a very chill person. So when I'm doing my music, that's when I get all of my anger, all of my aggression, all of my pain. That's where I get all of that out. So it's not like
It's your outlet.
yeah. And one thing that people don't realize too is like a lot of people try to imitate that now, or they'll be like, oh, that's lit, so I want to do it. But they don't understand the roots of why I sound like I do when I'm rapping.
Right.
It's not coming out of, I'm not trying to sound like that. That's just kind of me.
That's just you.
And I grew up listening to nothing but bands and rock shit. That was my whole life. Like I didn't hear hip hop until like middle school, and it was like Tech Nine was the first artist I ever heard.
Do you sing scream from your stomach like diaphragm or from your throat?
A little bit of both. It depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. I've gotten good enough now to where it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
ever.
I was about to say, because
So,
how
like,
long's your set? Because if you're not screaming right, doing an hour and a half gig.
So I think that's one of the things that people fuck with about me is the fact that like there are no big dudes that do my genre.
And he's jumping around. He's
he's moving.
I'm jumping off stage.
You're entertaining.
I'm picking people up and throwing them in the pit. I
You
did
better not jump off stage towards me. I am not trying to
not
catch
on
you,
people.
yo.
Like so like for instance, one show there was like a pretty decent sized stage. And I noticed the crowd was fucking with me, but they weren't giving me the movement and reaction that I'm used to. So I was like, okay, so that's not on them. That's on me. I need to adjust. So I'm like, but I get real hostile and mad when I'm performing because that's like, I get brought back to those same feelings as I was recording those songs.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, fuck these niggas. Yo, actually, I threw the mic down, jumped off stage, and literally like went and started picking niggas up like on my shoulders while screaming the lyrics.
You carrying
and
people
throwing-
off like that?
Bro,
Wow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
did you have anything that you guys channeled when you performed live?
Cool.
You two. Did you guys ever have anything like that you channeled to?
I've never like when I performed, I wasn't where I am now mentally.
It's good.
You get what I'm saying?
Because when I performed, right, I like a lot of times the bars were aggressive, so I started spitting them and delivering them aggressively.
Yeah.
By the time I get in like 3 songs, I'm actually mad. You can see, like I'm walking around. When you see me start walking around in a circle, not even looking at people and just spit my shit, you're like, oh shit, he's going there.
Well, I've seen,
and then I'll start fucking whatever.
I've seen both of you perform, and you guys perform well, both of you.
Thank you.
If anything, I could learn from both of you. Like, you know what I mean?
I like to just go crazy. Like for me, that's what it is.
That's what people. So it's like funny. I'm actually a really introverted person. I'm kind of quiet. So normally I'll go to shows and I'll just like sit there and chill, and I would just sit there and chill and not
And then
talk
you
to
just
no one.
flip the
And
switch.
then I would go on stage.
Oh, yeah.
But people will be like, "Yo, how do you do that?" And I'm like, honestly, I wear shades all the time. I go on stage and I perform with my eyes closed. I don't look at the crowd. I don't think about who's in the building, how many people. I don't give a fuck, and I just vibe to my own music.
That's dope.
But to people, it's just like, "Yo, he's going insane."
And the
right
thing
now.
about him is he converts people, right? Because I brought Leo. And Leo was like, this dude's screaming all over the place. I'm like, yo, just listen. So he starts listening. He couldn't stop talking. My boy was like,
yo, that should be crazy.
That is different. Like, I can't believe. He was like, I'm so impressed. Like,
it actually be so like that shit makes me feel great when I hear shit like that, because it be like there's so many people who would not fuck with that type of music, or if I just tell them, oh, I make trap metal, they're like, I don't even like normal metal or normal trap music, and then they'll hear my shit or see me perform. Like, if you don't fuck with me, once you see me perform, you gonna fuck with me, or if you don't know who I am, you'll know who I am and remember me. Every show I've done, I'm either top performer or no matter who's in the room type shit, I'm going crazy. And it's just like memorable because a lot of people, they don't feel their music and they don't like, they just do it to do it or for clout or for money. And it's just like, bro, I do that shit to live, like to wake up in the morning, to have something to look forward to damn, I'm gonna work
dope.
these shitty jobs, or I'm gonna deal with the bullshit of life because I get to create music. And
that's
like,
dope.
that shit is my therapy. Like, and a lot of artists don't have that. It's just like, what can I gain from this? like that is what I gained from doing that, like making it, the process of it.
The process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be dope.
Yeah, man. It's especially nice, like if you're in that situation where if you feel like writing, you have something that's on your mind, you can just write it then and there, you know, work out melodies and shit like that. Like a lot of, like I don't have that liberty all the time, you know what I'm saying? I might be fucking grinding ass at work, think of a dope line and forget that shit and never remember it. You know what I mean?
Now the amount of
I can't even
times,
write at work,
bro,
I try to, and it doesn't. Like sometimes I'll come up with a gem of 6 bars, and then I'll develop a whole shit off that at home. So sometimes, just at least if I can get that spark while I'm walking around doing shit, like you'll be amazed what may still pop off. I wanted to ask you though, do you ever perform with a live band?
Yes.
So that's the shit.
I perform with a lot of bands actually. Just because the band, so I really didn't think the hip hop community would fuck me. Wait,
Whoa! Pause. Pause.
Yeah. All right, we got to go to break.
Drink first.
Yeah. Whose friend is this? Whose man's is
Still
this?
say pause.
You know what happened?
All right, no more questions.
I bit.
Frank's got the only answer
I
he
bit
needed.
my tongue as I was speaking and shit, so it just
Shit happens.
that middle word just didn't come out.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the hip hop community would.
Wait, you
fuck
bit your lip when you're talking about fucking?
And it didn't come out. This guy's got to chill. You're
Yeah,
on
show's
fire
over.
tonight.
Show's
This guy's on fire
Yo,
tonight.
that's crazy. And then I didn't think the scene would rock with me either. But
The
they
semen?
both the
No, it's-
scene.
I was fucking-
But they both like they both embraced me like heavy as fuck. So like I've been half of my shows
You like when men
are
embrace you,
literally
All right, now you're reaching.
half my shows are literally fucking
Oh, couch flips over.
only the whole bill is just bands,
Right.
like metal bands or punk
Right.
rock bands, ska bands, and then it would be me. But that's like those are my favorite shows.
I was gonna say you may not agree because I love with a live band. Like it's like no other when you perform with a live band.
It's unparalleled.
Yes.
It's unparalleled.
Even when the band locks in sometimes,
Yeah.
and you're not even fucking saying anything, or you know.
That
what I mean?
shit, because I just like music, so it's like I like that in rock music and metal music there are breakdowns, there are solos and stuff like that. They don't have that in
Right.
hip hop songs. Like it's like, so when I do a lot of hip hop songs, I'm trying to fill that shit out the entire beat. But when I'm writing those songs, it's like, yeah, there's gonna be 45 seconds where homie's just gonna spaz out
Yeah.
on the guitar right now or on the drums and shit. And I love that. But yeah, a lot of the shows I do, I'll be the only non-band artist on the card, and the reaction from the crowd is always insane as fuck because they're just like, I'm already the only black dude in there. And then they're just like, who's that giant fucking emo nigga?
Not
in
just the black
corner?
dude that's there,
But I'm
the
also
fucking
the big-
giant.
The very noticeable black dude. They're like, yo, should we be worried? And then I get on stage and they're just like, no bands, no instruments, what the fuck? And then I start doing my thing, and then by the end of it, they're fans of me.
Yeah, you want to know the one thing that I love about where at least the world has gone in all these years past? The fact that more people fuck with cross genres more than ever.
Yeah.
Like, not just making it, but listening and being a fan of as well, than they ever have. You know, it used to be more clear divides back in the 90s and shit like that, even in the 80s. Like, you knew that motherfucker was a rocker. He did not listen to, chances are, he didn't listen to fucking Run DMC and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, you know, it's cool because, like, people are pushing the envelope every day. You know, you're doing something that maybe you can hear a resemblance of something else before, but it's your own shit. And then especially once you start getting with the band, if you get your own band.
Yeah. I kind of I was gonna have a band.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we just didn't work out and ended like after our first show and shit. But yeah, I just rock out and I work with whoever's dope. That's my whole like philosophy. If you're a dope creative and you genuinely like what you do and I like what you do, we can make whatever. Like, I don't care.
Right. That's what's up.
That's lit.
Yeah. And that's, you know, having that is the most freedom you'll ever have in music.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that music can unify the people.
Yo, facts. Why do you think fucking Michael Jackson, for example, there are people who don't like Americans or people who've never heard English spoken ever or whatever, and they know every lyric to a fucking Michael Jackson song, no matter what corner of the world you go to. Like certain shit, it just hits
It's
everybody's
magical.
soul.
Certain shit's magical.
Yo, literally.
The music itself
that's
is
just
magical.
So how do you feel, if you're familiar with how they're using rap lyrics right now to basically and they're using rap lyrics too.
I'm so against that shit. The indictment of artists due to what they're saying.
Exactly.
In songs, I think that is dumb as fuck. That's like, it's like if you paint a picture and they're like, well, we see in this picture you kind of depicted you robbing someone. Like, no, it's a fucking picture. So even with rap lyrics, like everyone always talks about, oh, these rappers are telling on themselves, and it's like, music comes from experience, so they're just speaking their experiences of their life and shit.
Well, people used
So I don't disagree with what
No,
he's saying.
there has been some people
But like
saying
a Bobby
straight
Shmurda
facts.
situation, right? Like a Bobby Shmurda, like,
A
yo,
Rhymes
my homie
Cartel.
Mitch caught a body about a week ago. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no,
But still,
I
but
agree with you.
but even saying that though, that when it's that and to that kind like that vague, you ain't got shit to
Yo,
say.
so you know
but
what
when they
happened?
specifically
Do you
say
know how-
I shot red on
Frank,
Black Street,
Do you know how Bobby Shmurda went to jail over that lyric?
I don't
They
remember.
used that song to trace back cases that were unsolved, and literally his boy Mitch that caught a body about a week ago
I know.
went to jail.
Again, I'm not
over
saying
that body.
I'm not saying that wasn't really true and that
Right,
wasn't
no,
the
I
case
know,
and it
I'm not
wasn't
saying
warranted.
you are.
I'm just saying at the end of the day, but how do you not know what? But even
do you
if you can trace
distinguish?
that back, that's still circumstantial evidence. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I agree.
I could
I'll
say
maybe put my hand in
I
his
could
face,
say
my
I
bad.
I beat fucking Big Leg to death right now, and then you can get killed.
Pause.
Well, because y'all talk about leg
beat
as some
Big
shit
Leg
to
to
death.
death?
He beat Big
yo.
Leg.
How else did you say you beat someone to fucking death?
Fucking with
I
you.
fucked up big.
You're trying
We're
to
just
flip
fucking-
shit on me.
Big leg,
trying to flip
what?
shit on me. All right.
Deep.
So at the end of the day, though,
That
like
is
I
deep.
can make a statement like where I fucking killed you,
Right.
and then you can happen to die later on tonight. Obviously, I hope that doesn't happen, right?
Right.
Sometimes, but then boom, I can be instantly implicated.
So
I mean,
but
You
when,
can trace that fucking back.
but when is it okay for them to use the lyrics in the court of
That's
law?
what I'm getting at.
I don't
I feel
think it's
like
okay at all.
Right?
Never?
'Cause you never know what's made, like what story, like it's.
Like, what about with the TK kid where they chopped up the friends and chopped up the kid or chopped up his boy and threw him in the
TK?
trunk? Yeah, and then he went on the run and then he was
Are you
posing.
talking about TK?
TK, whatever. his
Oh,
name
I
is.
was like, TK, who the hell TK? Yeah, no, TK.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
TK,
talking about.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with TK music, and he was tough, but that little nigga do need to be in jail. He just put out a...
So there you go.
He just put out a statement the other... Well, it's because, like, he murdered someone and then made a video and a song about it as he was on the run. And then, like, this nigga, he just put out a statement a little while ago, like literally a week ago, talking about if it was a little white boy, he wouldn't be in jail. I need a second chance at being
We
an
would
adult.
believe it if it was a white guy.
They were like, I need a second chance at being an adult, and all the comments was like, but you like murdered an old man and then like made a video promoting it.
And then, like, didn't he
That's
like
wild.
post pictures of himself in front
Who
of
is this
them
person?
looking for him?
Bro,
Type shit.
in his video, he has his like wanted poster in the
Yeah.
video. Yeah, bro, the race one's crazy though.
Who
that
is
song
this
tough
dude
as
that you're
hell.
talking about?
So are
TK, he
rappers
was a-
really
He
respected?
was a 14, 15-year-old rapper. Bro, his song was like the biggest song
I've
for a minute.
never heard of him.
He got 55 years.
He just got it. All right, what'd you say?
Are trap rappers really respected, right? If they're not really doing what they are rapping about.
We've been having this
You said,
kind of
are they?
on this show for a while.
Well, we never had it with him.
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
My take on that is, so like, I feel like people should make music from their perspectives of life and the things they like or enjoy or whatever. So it's like, for example, boom bap rap, like the old school rap. I'm new to that. I don't really like a lot of it, and then the bit of it that I have heard that I do fuck with, it'd be like specific reasons and shit. But most of them were dealing coke. Most of them were drug dealers and gangsters and shit. So that's what they rapped about, and that's why people liked it, because they were living their truth. So like with the trap and the newer rap and shit, where it gets it misconstrued that people like don't respect them or whatever, it's because it's like, y'all are rapping about shit you've never done, you've never lived, you've never experienced and shit.
Some of them are living in,
and that's why people don't like
Bobby Shmurda.
You
That's
don't
what they
feel.
talk
You don't
about
feel
it.
like you don't. And I could be wrong, but I feel like nowadays, back in the days, when the rap was doing whatever it is they were doing, it was more coming from a place of what they were doing.
Yeah.
Now you guys are
It's all for the
rapping for what
image.
you're doing now. You You see what I'm saying?
Oh, word.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah, they're like in the moment when they're like making these drill songs and stuff. They're actually outside spinning the block in the moment.
Yeah,
Like they're rapping about the beefs they're having in the moment.
A lot of them, not all of them.
I say like 90%.
I would say there's still a fair chunk that are not doing any of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
I mean, again, I don't
depends.
know.
When you talk about drill music, I would say yes, because
Well, if you're
there's
talking
like-
about drill
there's
specifically,
yeah, like that's
I
what
feel like
drill
you're only
music
making
is.
drill if that's your lifestyle. You're
They're
not
making drills
interested in
because they're
drill
doing
music.
drills. Like that's
what I'm saying.
Right, but it's associated with
I like
trap.
some drill beats though.
Like the guys that are doing the drills are in the trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought you meant like trap music.
What,
like
like-
they're different categories of music.
Yeah.
I feel like they're blended now.
Nah, drill and trap are different.
I feel like drill is the new trap. No one's even really making trap right now. Like the trap that I come from, like Jeezy and T.I. and all that. Who's making that right now? In your generation.
That got turned into the Atlanta sound. So like people
So
with
who's the new age trap?
the little babies, the Gunners, like that style of music is considered trap music.
I listened to an argument about
I could see that.
about whether or not Gucci Mane was a good or bad A&R, excuse me.
Really?
Like it's a talent developer, so forth and so forth, right? So there was one of the argument was like, no, look at who he's hiring or signing dudes, and they're ended up in fucking jail for popping people or whatever the case may be.
But the thing is, too,
but the other argument was that but he's also like pretty much has the artists or produced the artists that are running the game right now.
And the thing is too, he's just signing them. That doesn't mean he fully controls these people. So it's like he's taking artists that he thinks are talented or he fucks with their sound, and he's like, yo, I'll give you a way out of your situation. Come sign over here and make some money. It's on them to take that opportunity and go crazy, or to keep doing the dumb shit that they're doing and end up in jail or dead. So it's like look at
like the Griselda situation.
You already lived your truth, like
like
they had to make a choice.
Yeah, it's like look at Lil Baby and Thug, for example. Lil Baby is one of the biggest artists in the world right now. And he was just a drug dealer. He was just a drug dealer. And Thug was like, yo, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make this money. It's on you if you like, come on. You could just make this music and make money. And he listened, and now he's one of the biggest artists. Yeah. A lot of the artists that Gucci's signing, they're talented, but they're not taking advantage of that.
Were we just talking about that, Stallone, the Duck murder indictment? You can do it. There's all types of shit to plug into. Headphones. Those headphones I think are plugged in. Actually, no, they're not. But the wire's like right by his chair. Oh, it is plugged in. Boom. There you go.
I thought Forever Love.
And you know what you can do? Hold on a second.
You know what you can do? You can. So how long you been in the game?
3 years.
That's it?
Yep.
How long you been making music?
I've been singing and doing like music related stuff forever, but I was doing like musical theater. That was my shit. Musical theater, just practicing opera, all that type of shit, and just listening. Being someone who just takes in music my whole life, but performing and doing it like seriously for about 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Who books your shows?
Me.
How?
Word of mouth through people. If I want to perform somewhere, I hit up whoever's running some shit, and I'm like, yo, let me perform, and they know who I is, so it just get it like that. Or a lot of the shows too, like I don't even really reach out to people like that to perform. They've just seen me perform, had someone tell them that I'm crazy when I perform or whatever, and I just get booked through that way too. So it's
no A&R, no manager, no nothing.
Nope. No.
Okay. Would you sign?
Probably. It depends. It would have to be as long as I can do what I love, because people get in shitty deals and then they start hating the thing that they do. But like
now it's work. You really ain't got to though.
But for me, it's like, that's crazy, bro.
Oh shit.
We trusted you. How could you?
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah, like music.
That was my lucky bottle.
Damn, it's gone forever,
my lucky bottle.
That's it.
Body.
That's crazy.
You still got all the bottles from like all the fucking episodes. That's what that is over there.
I think so.
It is partly because it's not like there's all the bottles from every show there, but there is like the last shows that we had bottles.
Damn.
I feel attacked. Are you calling me an alcoholic?
I wanted to eventually, like, yeah, you made a good idea about having it on shelf.
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe we'll do that at some point.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
gotta get wavy.
There can't be empty bottles on the shelf, though.
No, we're gonna have like a little bar.
Yeah, it could be like collectibles on top.
Mm-hmm. Top
I'm
shelf.
with that.
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube, shit like that.
Yeah, whatever, some
Hell
shit.
yeah.
I said I want to really fucking turn this shit out down here. Have it like a lounge over there. You know, put a little bar,
Some
Little
strippers.
pool table.
Yeah, I mean maybe it'll be a pole. You know what I'm saying?
Little titty.
Wait, I heard some whispering. Is there whispering going on?
That's
Is what's happening?
That's lady. But hold up, Jay said some stuff on here. So what does he got? I think it's more like steering investigation already happening.
Yeah, we kind of talked about.
Oh, yeah, I was late. I'm late.
Yeah, we brought it up, but he didn't. I got it set
duck
up.
murder.
What is the duck murder shit?
With the craziest of police leaks brought one Rico.
Shit. I can hear you.
Oh, they want your, and then they want your YouTube too, Big Worm.
Yeah.
Which it's
you know
actually Big Worm with an X.
Yeah, it is. I
And
misspelt it.
It'll pop right
But
up.
you know what? In my defense, it was from him.
That's crazy.
And he led me down this road.
Shout outs to the other Nick. There's got two Nicks in the.
I'll change it for the official title.
That's a dime.
You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
Mm-hmm. Two Nicks. We got a dime in the building.
So what have you guys been talking
Nick's
about?
gonna be on the show.
What have I
Nick.
missed?
She's ready to get it cracked.
I was like, who the hell is that?
With
Sorry, I'm late.
the Dispo review show.
Lady Love.
Yeah, I heard. Oh yeah, what's up, Lady Love? We got Lady Love in the house.
Hey.
But just so I don't forget, we do got Nick from the Dispo show, Dispo review. He does like reviews on dispensaries, but he also like fucks with artists, like goes to shows and shit like that. I've known him for years, man. He's a good dude.
Shout out to him.
He's gonna be coming through on the 30th. Like I said, we got Martian. He's gonna be here. I don't remember the date off the top of my head.
The GOAT.
Yeah, we're actually almost booked out till April.
Yeah, we are booked out till April, actually, in the first, I
Booked
think,
and busy.
providing people, are the professionals that they claim they be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good point.
I know shit does happen,
Have you seen?
but I've been, I've had scenarios where I've booked people that in reality were too big to be fucking with what I was doing, right? Like I booked a B-list actress years ago, actually, when you fucked around with the show back when we were just audio. Did a fucking a B-list actress that's still in movies, right? There's no reason why she should be doing our show,
but she had fun.
But she had fun, right? I had a this chick that does sex hotlines. Like she runs her own.
Was it the
I had her role play with me on air, dude.
You got to know about your fantasies?
Yo, she said some dudes have quicksand fetishes.
Like what the fuck is that?
Quicksand fetishes. So I was like, "Can we role play that?" And she was like, "Sure." And I was like,
Help me, I'm sinking.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Sink faster, sink faster."
So while you weren't here, this guy had a fan want him to spit in her mouth, and he obliged.
Yeah,
lady, you
he
hear?
did that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, you did?
You heard about that already?
Spitting in your mouth is crazy.
In the middle of
I said that shows daddy.
I don't know. I've spit.
I don't know. I
I've
don't
spit in
really
chicks'
think it's
mouths
that bad,
before,
honestly.
You hawking a Louis? You getting a
Not a Louis,
He's
but a little bit of.
6'9".
It was a bucket of water.
It's not. It's not this little guy in the corner spitting.
It's not this
So
little
wait.
guy in the corner.
My God, spitting tsunamis.
So wait, a girl wanted you to.
Yes.
And
Do
he
it to her?
obliged.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, shit.
But why did he go from that's Storm Shadow with the guns to this little guy in the corner? Bro, homie got demoted quick.
He still got the guns.
Pause.
They didn't go nowhere.
They sure didn't.
So I mean, after you did it, I mean, how did you feel? Did you feel empowered?
Accomplished.
Like he was that nigga.
It was cool. You know,
It was cool. Like, did you let the spit hang from your lip, or how'd it go?
Stop. We gotta.
Yo, channel 6.
Yo,
Channel 6. Just turn it just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Lady Love getting too deep
Thank you.
into it.
She's trying to paint a picture.
Yo, I fucking texted you the other day. You didn't even respond.
You did not
Damn,
text
you
me.
left him on red.
Then I got the wrong number.
Got the wrong number, brother.
I can't even check.
She gave you the wrong number.
Homie's heartbroken right now. You left home.
I am, dude. I started crying. Like, you know, like the Indian in the trash commercial? One tear. Just one tear came out.
This man was listening
Yeah, we gotta check that.
He was
Duran Duran.
And I was listening to Mad World all day.
And I ran. I ran so far away.
Frank, don't
Gotta
do
add her
that.
to the group chat. Add her to the group chat, and then you don't gotta worry about it.
Oh, true that.
Dang, I got a group.
Nah, you know
I
what?
can't-
I got a
can't-
feeling I
can't
put a
come
wrong
in the
digit
chat.
in.
I can't come in the chat.
Pause.
That's the dick fest, right?
Nah,
Wow.
It's the brotherhood.
She not
Oh,
trying to
wow.
come in.
You know, it's funny. A lot of arguments have gone down in that group chat.
I'd be a fly on the wall, but
Oh, shit.
She be random.
Yeah,
popcorn
Bert the other
emojis.
day, he's like, I think I need to back out.
No, he said he wants out.
Well, we were talking at
can't.
like 7:30 in the morning.
It was that early?
It was like 8
Terrence?
o'clock or something.
Oh, what up, T?
It was early.
Where
What up, T?
T?
And you just have a birthday, right?
Yeah, shout outs
Yeah,
to T.
happy birthday, man.
big up yourself.
I don't see him on there. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I guess he
Oh, no,
texted.
neither.
Oh, texted, whatever. Yeah, that's funny. What time we working with? 8:51.
spin in the mouth is wild.
I'm trying to chat about them beef curtains? Because what the fuck
Yeah.
is a beef curtain?
So, all right. So someone said the other day, like they were talking about a joke that they had with somebody, right? But I started wondering, right? So they're talking about beef curtains and like, how do they occur?
She doesn't know what beef curtains
So
are.
beef curtains
I
are
don't
like
either.
the exterior lips of a vagina.
I feel like
What?
only white people have
What?
that problem.
Yes.
I
That's
feel like that
that's
is a-
disgusting.
That might
That's
be
a
the most
Caucasian thing.
unappealing thing I've ever
Nah, I don't
heard
even
in my
eat
life.
beef, so
So,
that doesn't even.
so the reality is, though, some chicks have pretty big beef curtains.
Pronounced
Damn, girl, I like that.
What about
labia.
chicken
What
curtains?
the
Pronounced
fuck?
labia.
Ew.
So, no, labias. Well,
Isn't that what that
It's
would
a
be?
labia.
yeah, they're
majora.
protruding. They're protruding
That's that
labias.
mayonnaise
Pronounced.
shit. That's that mayonnaise.
So
Exactly.
it was
If
funny.
you got a fat pussy, you don't have
Nah,
no
you
problem.
can't even say
But
that's
it
a
begged the
mayonnaise
question.
shit,
But it
because
begged-
it wouldn't be called beef if it was a mayonnaise thing. It's
So
called
it
beef
begs-
because it looks like beef.
So it begs the question: do they naturally happen, or are they developed?
The beef curtains?
The beef
It's a
curtains.
natural.
It's getting banged out. I don't know.
So now this is my question to ladies.
High mileage.
If you ain't got any beef curtains, have you really ever been fucked good?
Whoa.
So actually,
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, that means that you know how to
Hold and
moderate
maintain your
who's
shit.
banging that thing out. Yeah.
Okay.
And it shouldn't even get banged out, honestly. Keep
I'm just
people-
asking.
Like, you
You
can
You
hit
don't
it-
know these things
You can
unless
hit it
you
good
ask.
without banging it out.
So you're saying that they're naturally born with these?
Yeah.
What am I?
Yeah, it has
innocent
nothing to
ears
do
It's
with
not
that
used
right
from
now, bro?
massive horse cock dildos or anything.
no.
Horse cock dildos.
Creates beef curtains?
Pause.
That's a
what that
double
leads
negative. That's a double negative. That's like horse dick.
That's what they sound like too. The
Ew.
labias,
If you get a
the
vibrator.
beef curtains.
Beef curtains sound like.
I mean, honestly,
Wow.
This kind of
When they jump, they
That's
clap.
disgusting. So does
They
the
can give a round of applause.
if I had a dick for a day, I'd fuck a bitch with beef curtains.
Wow.
Wait, what?
but wait, does the middle thing hang out of the
So
curtains?
I will say,
This
I
is
will-
the wand?
so I've been with chicks that had beef curtains, and I mean, and I will say it can feel nice.
It's like an extra hug.
It's like exactly.
Really?
Yo.
It's an extra hug.
I have
It
to,
is. It's not even just an extra. It's a bear hug.
Because I have to admit that this is all new. Beef curtains is wild.
You've never been with a single chick that's had exterior labias.
No.
I mean, I
Wow.
think we what?
Guess
we all
you've been
have
with some
labias,
clandestine
right?
women.
Bro, I'm asexual.
What did
Kudos.
you call them?
Bro, that's
No, I'm not saying that.
Or
I
whatever.
don't know if it's bad or good. I don't even know.
It's a
He's like,
natural
I just
thing.
exist.
I don't know either because I don't know if they naturally occur or if it's from being turned out.
Like I said, I lived my whole life without ever hearing this shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a
bro.
question. right? So for the guys, right? Do you prefer a woman who's shit is exposed?
Not her making the
or the
hand.
shit that's closed.
no,
Close
I
the
mean,
curtain. Close
I
the
mean,
curtain.
I will say this. At the end of
Close
the
that
day,
curtain.
she said like this.
Nah, he like beef curtains. That's why he brought it up.
nah, I can't say. Nah, I wouldn't say that I'm not into them. I won't
Shy away from
shy away from it. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
girl,
It's
beefy
but it's
that curtain.
it's not necessarily preferable. Like because I'm a motherfucker that likes to eat pussy.
Are you
right?
peeking through the curtains?
You
should
can't.
be.
You part. Part them motherfuckers.
Oh,
so,
it's like a butterfly.
This nigga playing
There's something to
peekaboo.
part.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think actually too. Now that I think about it, women that have kids, that can definitely happen too. Because you're squeezing a kid out of your fucking.
Mine didn't come out that way. So.
Well, maybe you didn't have enough. I don't know. Maybe you got the magic trap. I don't know.
Magic trap is wild.
I don't know. I don't know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't know what I'm dealing with, right?
That's
fair to say.
Not that.
Fair to
A woman could look and tell.
What do you mean it's not fair to say? What do you mean you can look and tell?
Damn.
You can
Don't look at me.
You can look and tell I got.
He's looking at me like.
You can look and tell I got 3 inches.
Like 13. That's crazy.
Frank, I think you got beef curtains. Yo, what would you
with beef curtains this whole
That's
life?
gonna be his new thing. yo.
Listen, what would you rather?
I'm not even the one that originated it. I just wanted to ask the question.
But what would you rather? If you had to choose, you have to choose.
You're a man though.
As a man though.
Yes.
Titties or vagina?
Vagina all day.
That's what. Give me that.
You want to get banged out?
No.
No. We're talking about which one we
What'd you
left
say?
with.
What'd you ask?
We either get
I missed
we
that.
either
What?
get titties or.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, with.
Wait, what?
So
So
as
you
a
have to
man,
switch out your.
Oh no.
You have to-
I'd rather have titties.
you'd rather have titties.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to be banged.
No, I'm not thinking about sex at all, which is why I'm not showing no titties.
But I'm thinking of sex.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
that's
thinking
the first
about-
thing that comes
I'm
to
not.
mind when you
Why
talk
he's
about
getting this?
when
I
you talk
want
about
titties.
sexual organs. I think about sex.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it on the low because you still look like a man. So you're
Yeah.
saying you want to look like a man with the
Okay,
It
titties.
doesn't
what
mean I have
bathroom are
big
you
titties
using?
and I can get a tit reduction.
What bathroom are you using?
Good
I
one.
can't change my vagina.
What bathroom
Well, I
are you
can,
using?
but I ain't dealing
No.
with that. I ain't
All I
dealing
gotta
with
do
that.
is go into the store,
When
close
they
it
got
up.
the Mr. Roboto.
I'm going with the titties.
You going with the titties
going
too?
with the titties.
Not build a
You
bitch.
going
I
with
can't. I'm not sports brawn it.
But
Yo,
I don't have
I'm
big.
not
I don't
doing
have
that
to have
either.
big ass titties.
All right, hold
I can
on.
just
We don't have to
have
yell.
titties.
We don't have to yell.
I don't have to
Calm
have
this
big
down.
ones. You
That's
just
what I'm
said
saying.
titties.
That's what I said first. You don't have to have big titties, and
Then
also
you can
I'll
also
get
work
and
out
I'll get
and
a
get
tit.
rid of them shits.
I mean,
or
I can
whatever,
work these.
like-
I'll get a
things
tit
and be
reduction,
good.
man.
Man,
I'll just get a titty
I'm going
reduction.
with the vajiji.
You're gonna get
WGG.
turned out.
I'm not
Not the toto.
Somebody gonna be like, bring me
taking
that
the
pussy,
toto.
nigga. Bring me that
I feel like
pussy.
titties is too much work. Women always get them
Wait.
cut off.
I'm sorry, Mr. Worm.
Yo, that not always.
You said pussy?
There's some that wish they had more.
We literally had a woman on the show who.
Pause.
That's a woman. You even said it yourself.
No, I'm saying that we
woman.
come across more women who get reductions than removing their vagina.
Well, of course.
I mean,
Hold on.
But wait,
that was
Hold on, listen.
dumbest statement.
Hold on,
I've
listen. No, check it out. So
Right.
as a man,
More men get fucking
listen
ass
to me.
implants
Listen
than
to
dick
me.
enlargements. I don't.
niggas get dick
There's
enlargements.
no,
That
you
is now a
can't. I don't
thing.
think.
There's
is it?
Yeah, there's a
It's
lot
now
of
a
dick
thing.
stuff
All
going
right.
on.
So
Oh
I
my
still.
God, this is
now
going
a thing.
left.
Now that's changed. my
There's those
statement.
little
But
pumpers. You can
No,
get it
All right,
pumped.
we ain't gotta start yelling
surgery
now.
now.
You can pump your D.
Yeah, you can
you
pump
can
it, but that don't
literally-
stay that way.
You can get
It
plastic
doesn't stay,
surgery
but I
on
think
your
it
shit
works
now.
for the moment.
Yeah, I've
Easier
never
to
tried that
get
shit.
rid
Never
of-
will.
to get a
Fuck
breast reduction
that.
than get a whole.
I think somebody.
No,
should
I can hide the vagina. No one knows.
Until you.
I can have one right now.
So
You
hold on.
niggas don't know.
So you're okay with losing your dick forever, nigga? You just think
Not you
about
can
it.
have one right now.
Yo,
So you're just good saying
yo,
peace to
you
little
are
homie
going
forever.
to you are either going to want to have sex at some point.
Why do you feel
Right.
that way?
Yo,
He's like, "I'ma figure
or
myself. I don't care."
someone's gonna find out and they're just gonna try and take that.
Do you have
Whoa!
Yeah.
Not the man cat.
Listen.
Bruh.
The man cat is crazy.
Yo, if you go to jail, it's over with.
I'm staying clear away from there.
You go to
Right.
jail,
It's
yo,
the
you gonna
rap.
be
No, but they'll
everyone's
never
favorite.
know neither.
When they try
You know,
to take your butt, and they be
I'll
like,
just
"Damn,
shower and it's closed.
nigga,
Nah.
so
as
you
soon
in
as you
jail?
go to
What's that?
intake, the word's gonna get out.
Yeah.
The guards are gonna be like, that man has a
You
pussy.
guys are really excited about this.
Yo, you heard about sex, yo?
Right.
Yo,
It's over.
I'm gonna see if he wants my ramen tonight.
Raw men is crazy.
Yo, I'm done.
You vagina ass having.
I'm gonna see if he wants my raw.
That'll be the first time I masturbate.
I'll rub
though.
my titties in the shower, laughing about you getting.
You be rubbing your nipples.
Whoa! I didn't say I'm tuning Tokyo.
Sorry.
That's
You
still
must
better than
clarify that
getting
statement.
banged out.
What?
Oh my god.
Yo,
You'll be rubbing your titties in the shower.
I said I'd rather be rubbing my titties in the
Thinking
shower
about-
while he's getting fucking
You
banged.
stay there, brother.
Why
you
you
stay
picture
there.
me getting
but not
banged?
that.
Cause yo, it's gonna happen.
Yo,
But not
You
that.
got a vagina.
yo, I'm staying clear away from dude. I'm staying clear away from y'all.
You think you can keep that a secret from everybody?
What? Yeah, hell yeah.
Just like your vag, it's gonna spread.
Not the spreader bag.
Not the spreader.
Yo, hot ramen.
Not the Chinese finger cups.
Ramen is
Hot ramen. Yo,
Just call it Chinese finger cup.
yo, I'm done. I'm done.
It's like
I don't know. I just
It's like origami.
it's beef curtain gami. Like that's crazy.
Oh
Origami.
shit! It's a goose.
Yeah, it's rough out here, but
It's a sandwich.
I'm done with that.
Hold the pickle.
Or not.
not or not. Pause.
What you do with your pickles, your business.
Hey, as long as it's kosher.
I don't even like using that as a phrase. You know how people be like, I'm in a pickle. Like, yo, you gotta chill. Like,
Yeah, I've never said that ever either, too, yo.
I forgot who came. It was one of our friends. He's like,
Nah,
oh, I'm in a
I've
pickle.
heard
I'm in a pickle.
I've heard
I
that
think
shit.
if one of my homies came to me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm in a pickle." I'd punch him in the throat. Fuck you mean you're in a pickle, nigga?
Oh,
I was like, oh, jeepers. What is your
Jeepers?
Oh,
It's
jeepers.
crazy.
Bro.
Can you turn that down a scooch?
Oh, Scooby Doo ass nigga.
Right.
Mr. Lever, leave
All
it to
right,
Beaver.
we're gonna take a break real quick. Gina said, "Not the ramen."
That roast beef box is crazy.
Oh shit! What up, Wes?
The roast beef
box is nuts.
Wes is gonna be on the show too.
Yeah.
All right? We'll try and drop some of them dates before the show's over, so we can let y'all know. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of this madness. We'll try and sneak in some actual serious topics. We got a bunch of shit to talk about too, because there's Keith Murray's getting crazy. Did we talk about an age limit in hip hop yet? No, we didn't talk about that. We did talk about rap lyrics being used in the court, and then from there, there's going to be a bunch of other nonsense. So. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Just being frank.
Don't give a fuck if you like it. I don't buy it. You get hit with a sidekick by my side bitch. Hit a flip, bought a half pipe. Bitch, I'm styling. Yeah, I'm really chill. Cause, fuck. Thinking that you fire still like it's magic. My wrestlers went overlapping the matches. Believe it's true, manual automatic. Niggas just mad cause I'm ocular massive. This be fucking slapping. Hey, nigga, you know you capping down. Tell us I shoot you like bashing down. Hey, I'm a fat nigga, ain't never been fasting. Take a flick with your bitch like a cat shit on. Like, click, click. She gon' throw a fit till I give her dick. She get mad, I don't really care. Nigga, fuck that shit. I don't got a back, but I'm really lit. Tryna flip, man, I ain't tryna skate a ball. Nigga, I'm scrimmage a wall, don't fist balled up like Arnold. Damn, scared no fucking barker on. From the south, kick it back on the dirt road. Feel like the sage toe. I beat your ass in sage mode. Then remember what my soul felt like. Frozone, I don't know, bro. Fuck it, I don't care, no. I'm a head out, nigga, I'm gone. See me, I'm in trouble. Niggas be like, damn, oh no. I bitch, I remember me. Like, go. Fuck if you like it, I don't buy it. You get hit with a sidekick by my side bitch. Hit a flip, bought a half pipe. Bitch, I'm styling. Yeah, I'm really chill. Cause, fuck.
Hi, thank you for calling me 99. This is Brendan speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I was supposed to come in tonight and help to attend the bar, but I'm just not going to be able to make it.
Okay.
I just, I've been having like these wicked bad cramps that just go all the way down to my dick tip, and I just can't make it in.
Who's calling?
This is Richard Fitzwell. Do you think I'm going to get in trouble?
I don't think so. I can go grab the manager for you.
Yeah, if you would, please. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yep.
Thank you.
Visit us online at 99 restaurants.
Hey, we're holding. This is Sean speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at all.
We're always accepting applications.
Are you okay there? Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, pretty much feels like it. We are always accepting applications. You fill it out online.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of stores around here, and I know at least our division, not necessarily us because we're pretty full staffed, but a bunch of the stores around here are looking for people.
Okay, and like bartenders and stuff, because I hook up like a mean shot. You know what I mean? Like I'm like a super call girl.
Yes, there should be. I mean, I know we're all set on bartenders right now, but.
I do like this crazy move where like I do a handstand on the bar and like with the shot glass, like with my feet, and I kick it into the glass and stuff, you know.
Jeez, well, yeah, I don't know if we'd actually be doing that here, since we're corporate.
Right.
But
Is it okay if we like light the shots on fire and stuff? Like I can blow it out my mouth.
we don't have any 151, so.
Okay, I gotcha. Like there's also been times where like I've poured it all over like a male customer, and I'll lick it up his chest and then pour it into his mouth. Do you do any of that stuff?
We do not, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Is it more family oriented?
Yeah, it's a little more family oriented.
We don't let kids drink though, or anything, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay, because in Europe they just let any one of those fuckers drink, you know.
Yeah, well, that's their prerogative over there, you know.
Now, do I apply online or just do I come see you personally?
You apply online.
Okay, excellent. Now, can I just come in and maybe check out the place and slap a couple of burgers, just see how it is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, excellent. And I'm sorry, your name was?
Sean.
Would you give me a personal tour, Sean?
Personal tour? Yeah, sure. I can give you a tour of the restaurant.
Maybe show me the freezer, you know?
Show you
if you know what I mean.
Sounds a little interesting. I don't know.
Get cold and
you wear some non-slip shoes.
Yeah, you can get cold and then you can get me hot, you know?
Oh, great. Yes. That's not my thing, but, you know, we have a few people that are, so.
Well, can you introduce me to them?
I'd be happy to.
You don't mind if we get drunk on the clock, do you?
That may not be a good idea.
Because I would just love to get a frozen cucumber and just slap someone silly.
Frozen cucumber and slap someone silly. Huh.
Oh, yeah. Can you do me a favor? Can you just say frozen cucumber one more time?
All right, hold on one second. Let me put you on hold.
Thank you.
With 99 gift cards, it's the perfect gift for any occasion.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
How's it going?
Not bad. Yeah, I was just looking to place an order.
All right, what can I get for you?
You guys got that signature 99 burger still?
The classic? Or
yeah, I think it was the All-Star, some shit like that.
All right. How would you like that cooked?
Do you guys do a black and blue?
A black and blue?
Yeah, I just want you to sear it on each side and then just throw it right in that fucker.
No, I don't think we do the black and blue here.
Man. Could you just do that special for me?
I'll talk to my manager and see if I can find out.
From there, you guys got any gorgonzola cheese you can put on there?
Sign up for our e-club online and be the first to hear about our newest promotion.
Hi, can I help you?
Oh, yes. I was looking to call in a reservation.
Okay, we do call ahead, so we don't take reservations.
Okay, I'm looking to bring in a large party.
How many in your party?
Well, it's just 3 of us, but we're all over 400 pounds.
Okay.
Now, will that be a problem for us to put 2 chairs together apiece?
Well, we only have 4 chairs.
4 chairs in the whole establishment?
1, 2, 3, 4 chairs, yeah.
There's no larger tables.
We do have larger booths.
Okay. Is there anything that I could squeeze my fat ass into?
Hold on, let me check.
I appreciate it.
Yo. What is good? We are back.
Lisa, bring the mic, yo. I can't hear you.
The War Angels,
The War of
trailer.
Angels show. He's talking
Nah,
movie. He's
I never
talking
seen
about.
that.
It comes out tomorrow.
What?
The War of Angels.
It's playing in all
It's
theaters.
a movie that comes out in theaters tomorrow. This shit looks wild.
like angels
it's
with-
like Constantine and the Legion type of movie.
Okay.
It's fire.
Did you see Constantine?
Yo, my man moved the whole couch, yo.
Yeah, he's a different guy.
Jesus Christ. I almost lost my life just now.
Oh,
Right.
shit. Yeah, it's different.
And it's the Frank show.
It's different.
I scared the shit out of her upstairs.
And then recorded it?
Always, bro.
Mr. Worm, go ahead and save
you really
that
record
to your
it?
personal files.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Oh my God. It's against the law.
I do that in the studio all
It's
the time.
treason.
I'm scared.
Treason against
I don't like that
the
scaring shit
That's the thing in my house.
Being
at
scared.
all.
We pop
Scared.
out
I don't like
movies
to be
in doorways
scared
and
or
shit in my
tickled.
house.
It's not funny to me.
Yo, tickling.
I'm not a big
None of
tickle
it.
fan either.
real life.
Tickling is
Tickle,
literally
tickle.
torture.
Like, it's not funny.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that shit either.
Tickle. me.
Tickling?
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to be tickled.
Only thing you need to be
Like
tickling is my woo.
Hey, yo.
Not your whoop.
Not your beef curtains.
Oh shit!
I would throw up right
Not a pound of beef.
now. I would throw up right now.
Thin slice.
Yo.
Tantalizing.
Right.
Tantalizing.
That's rare.
What, the comment or the curtain?
The beef.
The comment or the curtain?
That beef is crazy. Yeah, so the shit about Keith Murray, when we're talking about all this
Yo,
shit, is he's
Speaking of beef
he's
curtains, so Keith Murray.
I like brought like I
well, no, because he's been disrespectful.
once I seen that
About
you
women.
once I seen you put the put that in there, I tried to look pause. I tried to look.
He said Foxy Brown gave a mean head.
Yeah.
And then he
Well,
like,
nah, he didn't
Oh,
say
yeah, I
mean.
saw that. I saw
He
that.
said another word.
Oh, wow.
and then he like,
Oh, you know what the headline is though? Foxy Brown unloads on Keith Murray after wild sex claims. That does
He
not
said,
sound right.
yo, he said she gave me like menacing head or some shit like.
mega head.
It's something he used a
Superhead?
crazy-ass word.
Was it superhead?
Nah, yo, it was some other shit. Aggressive head or some shit. Like,
Foxy Brown's
Let's hear it. Let's hear
Foxy
it.
Brown's defending her honor just like Shauna
Foxy's that bitch. Though. I'm
against
sorry.
Keith Murray's
She
recent
definitely is.
rampage.
I think Foxy over Kim any day.
Yeah,
Foxy over Lil Kim any day. And
Yo.
Lil Kim did her thing.
I don't know.
So I will
Not the
say-
new
I don't know.
Kim. The new
Yo,
Kim,
bro,
yeah.
that's
New
literally
Kim.
yeah.
The new
saying
Kim for
Jay-Z or
sure.
Biggie.
But that
I don't know
old
because
Kim,
Kim is a builder
Kim had
bitch.
some shit back in the day.
yeah, the old Kim. I like the old.
So
That's hard.
she's defending
That's
her
hard.
honor. She's under the impression the Def Squad rappers had one too many illicit substances. Excuse me.
Not these niggas that burp.
The veteran Brooklyn rapper dragged KM for filth on her IG page late Wednesday night, calling him all sorts of crackheads and dope fiends for his remarks. She noticed how KM's attire alone should have tipped viewers off to his erratic behavior.
So she basically said she didn't give a monster head.
That's the word.
She's saying he looked like a scrub, so she definitely
Monster
didn't.
head.
He said some crazy
Wait,
shit.
but
He claimed during the interview the Artadog to have received mind-blowing oral sex from Fox.
Mind blowing.
No, that wasn't it
Back in the
either.
day while she was dating DMX.
Oh,
and
shit.
And it's this very type of dialogue that's been getting him in constant trouble.
R.I.P. to DMX.
RP, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ludacris's former label standout Shauna also laid into Keith with claims of drug abuse following another nonsensical interview. Nonsensical, excuse me, where he made claims of sexual conquest where she's concerned.
Sexual conquest.
That's
Yo,
this is TMZ's words.
Now, no.
Conquistador.
Sexual conquest is
Wow.
wild.
You just called him a colonizer.
Yo, to be on a sexual conquest, that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, beef curtains and sexual conquest.
He conquered.
He's a curtain colonizer.
Yo.
Oh damn!
Curtain colonizer.
He gave the native smallpox.
So wait, how do y'all feel about him
Smallpox
doing
or
that,
the small
being
pussy?
women? That
I have
if
no
it's
idea
true,
what that is.
Keith Murray.
Murray, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Seen that
Yeah, he's dumb old school.
Yeah.
But dudes that do that, like, because I believe him. That's the thing. I just don't think he should have said anything.
I kind of believe him too.
Why?
Because
I'm
he's
not
been
saying I don't believe him.
spewing
Just
truth
asking
for
why.
like the last 4 weeks. Like just his memory, like when a person lies, they can't tell the same lie twice. I've heard him go on
Right.
interview after interview saying the same exact shit.
Yeah.
In the state that he's in. I'm not gonna lie, like that he's in like this perfect state, but it's like he's saying it over and over again. I just feel like he should have protected her. Like he should have. I just don't think he should have did that.
So they said his last album was 4 years ago, so maybe he's like trying to generate some buzz. That's it.
By telling, by
just like airing all this shit out and speaking.
I mean,
reckless.
but it was fine when Superhead did it, right?
True.
Right.
True.
So-
No, it's this is the only thing I kind of feel like can be a double standard is when a chick does it, like the population will
liberating.
believe, and if man, it's he's a dickhead, he's a liar, he's a piece of shit, or condemned pretty much. You know what I'm
you
saying?
will be condemned naturally.
No. But it's funny because when's the last time you really have heard about Keith Murray?
But he's been on a run.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to ask the question why people are allowing him to go on their platforms if he's not that important. Because he's
That's
going
true.
on big platforms,
and it's making news.
He's on Vlad. He's on
Because he's name dropping.
Right.
That's
so.
why.
Do you think they would jeopardize what they've built over years by putting a liar on there?
But wait.
I mean, content is content.
Right. Whether he's telling the truth or not doesn't matter because that'll come out
With
later
journalism?
on.
I mean,
That'll come out
even
later
though
on. That's
some
him telling a story, that's not them.
He's the liar, not them.
So
Right,
listen,
exactly.
so even though some people are going too far with it, right? In some cases, right? It has been working. Like look at with Kanye, right? Up until he went too far with it, he was fucking doing great. You know what I'm saying? Then he kind of overstepped.
Still is.
He also lost a lot of fucking money. Also, you know what I'm saying?
You went from $1 billion to $1 millionaire. What?
No, actually, I think
He'll get it back.
No, I ended up getting worse for him. I
Oh,
thought
word?
than that, like to where he became
He's not
like
1,000,
like a
no.
millionaire. No, but like a millionaire type shit.
Like,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
you're talking about
like a single millionaire.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Not one. I'm sorry. What bad expression?
In the tens of millions.
Correct.
So
correct.
like
Not
70,
non-double digit
somewhere around
millions.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was
But
like 70.
again, I may not be 100%
Hitler
correct on
shit,
that.
Hitler shit. That's kind of took the cake.
Not him.
But when you were just like the richest fucking man on the planet, pretty much, almost, like to
One
go
of
down
our
to
watchers
that,
can pull that information.
he could
up.
be spending $1 million a month on his bills for all we know.
Nah, it's the same thing with Elon. Elon just got in the
Yeah, do a little.
Guinness World Records just like recognized his shit. He lost the most amount of money that any like person has ever lost. Like a world record type shit.
Yeah, his
Shit's
stock
crazy.
is down to like 128 a share, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
I ain't paid attention in a while. That shit-
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm on that.
You know what's up, and I haven't bought any of it. Is the Croc the shoes?
What about it?
Those shares are up. My GSM rubs it in my face fucking all the time. He's like, haha, should have invested. I'm like, motherfucker.
I thought you would have
Crocs
had
are
a
the
little bit
most-
of Crocs.
They're
there.
the most popular fucking shits.
Yeah,
ever.
and now they have like all the collaborations happening.
Yeah,
so
now they
it's
got
over.
fucking Christmas Crocs.
Yeah.
I hate Crocs.
It's
I'm
crazy.
not a
They've
Croc
been
fan
around
either.
for so long.
Yeah, they have.
Did you end up investing in beef curtains yet?
I actually did. My stock went up.
Beautiful.
Then I sold.
Love to hear
Stock
it.
because their
Love to hear
beef
it.
curtains is crazy.
You're a beef
It's like a
curtain
double
connoisseur.
Chicken stock.
Beef curtain connoisseur. That's deep.
No,
A beefosaurus.
a beef curtain conquistador.
on a
Conquistador.
conquest.
All right, we're gonna
conquering.
the people don't want to hear about beef curtains.
No, I'm done with that. I'm like
Yeah,
haunted
I've
in
been
my head.
grossed
So
out
age
ever
limit in
since.
rap. What's up with that? Let's talk about that.
What's that?
Age limit in rap.
So I mean, this has kind of been like we're not the first people to obviously talk about this topic, right? But it is very true in a sense to me that not we us here, but the hip hop community, like the new generations coming up, kind of put the age limit on it in a sense, right?
Oh God, yeah.
So can that be broken necessarily, like breaking the fourth wall type shit? But it can.
Wait, what?
So
I think I might have just.
can you come down to their level is what I'm saying and like try to play their game? Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're not checking for the 40-year-old rappers that are still in the game.
Oh, you're saying too old, not too
Bro,
young.
it's like-
Got it. I was thinking the other
It's
side.
crazy too, cause like even me, like I'm young, but I'm old to the young kids. So like a lot of the poppin' rappers that we listening to now, like we as in like the younger people and shit, they're like 17, 18, 19 and shit. So all the people that's listening to them are around that age. And if you're like, so like the big higher up rappers right now would be like Ski Master Slump God, Trippie Rad, like those type of people, they're the same age as me. They're 23, 24, 25 and shit. And even them, they're just looked at kind of like the OGs of like the current shit.
Wow, I would have said Jay-Z.
So the young kids, they're not like they do, because even like with my we not, for the most part, they're not fucking with that shit or looking to see, like we're not waiting on the new Nas album type shit. So it's like,
but what about doing your homework, paying your dues?
Well, that's the thing too.
Well, before we go there, I want to know why.
That's what's gone.
I want to know why that is a thing, and it's not like that with any other genre.
It's
like,
it's
like
weird
even
as
in
fuck.
metal,
because in rock and so forth, they honor that shit. If it's good music, it's honored. Like, 25 years in the game, it's still going.
So the question is, why don't you, with you knowing that that's actually
years old and it's still
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like with me, I'm a weirdo. So like I only listen to shit if it gives me a feeling. So like I listen to metal because it gives me a feeling. I listen to sad boy music because it gives me a feeling. So if I hear like boom bap, for example, like I didn't gravitate towards that, and I've listened to a lot of it, but a lot of it doesn't grab me because it's like some of it I can't relate to that, or some of it's like the things that I like about hip hop music, they weren't emulated in those type of music. I like intricate, crazy 808 patterns. I like the newer age, like synth, like hyper pop type shit. I like that type of stuff, and that's like completely so far like away from that.
But I guess that I will say this, right? You are allowed to obviously dig what you dig and catch vibes from what you catch vibes. No one can tell you, right? But I will say this: if you can, it's still at least open yourself up to like a jam band. Or you know what I'm saying, some reggae or this, that, you know what I'm saying, some to that level. Like,
facts.
It's crazy the type of different shit you can either like vibe out to, get involved with, like also like become a part of the movement of, and or like change like your outlook on life. Like for instance, I didn't really listen to reggae for a long fucking time, right? Just wasn't my shit for the most part. There was a couple of like 90s jams that Simba, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, right?
Commercial stuff.
Yeah, that's all I really knew for the most part, right? But as like time went on and I got like met my boy Rooster and fucking I chilled with Fear Nothing Band, and then met all the people through them, like reggae become a part of something. Like I felt like I understood the message now at that point. Like it gave me a whole different dynamic on life.
Yeah, and you just have to take the time to look into that thing. So I always bring up boom bap because like all like everyone I know is older than me, and they always like they be on my ass about like, oh, don't be a little yachty. You better understand that. But I'm finding shit like I be telling them, yo, send me the shit that the same way I talk about the shit that I like, send me the shit that you feel like that about that music. So I've been getting put onto a lot of shit that I didn't even know existed or had never heard, and I'm just like, actually, this is hard as fuck.
Like, because I will, yeah.
So
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I don't mean to just jump up and interrupt the shit.
No,
yeah, go ahead.
Look how little he looks next time.
Yo, we were talking about earlier.
But yeah.
So I got a question for you.
What's poppin'? But nah, just DOS effects.
Oh.
Okay.
That's like
that's enough. Like you digging it,
bro? That shit is so fucking tough to me. Cause like my thing is, I always say it too to like a lot of the rappers who do that type of music that I know and shit. It's like I can do what you do very well. You can't do what I do. So it's like you can't.
You think you could rap like Nas?
Sassy.
Hell no, I can't rap.
All right,
Nas.
so no.
But them niggas can't rap like Nas either. I'm saying like from just like.
But there's a lot. But
I'm saying like
go over a list of niggas that are Nas level. Like there's more Nas's. How can I say this? There's more lyrical rappers that you don't know about than what you guys do.
They just don't necessarily rap like Nas.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Right.
I'm saying it is like, as far as like people respecting what I do and shit, because a lot of people don't know that I can rap, and then when they hear me rap, they're like, well, why don't you just do this? And it's like, because that's not really what I listen to. I can do that very well, but I've dealt with people who don't understand the skill that it takes to do what I do.
Yeah, but yours comes from a certain type of feeling that you deal with.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like they can't emulate that over a track, but I can emulate or do what they do. But one thing that I started to appreciate the more like of that genre that I listen to is the fact that people are actually rapping their ass off, and the intricate patterns and the double, triple entendres and shit are like things that you like the normal person's not thinking of, and that's what made me really appreciate it. And then it was the fact that one of the things that made me not like that genre is why I also started fucking with it, because I'm really big on intricate, crazy beats, and a lot of the beats are simple. But if you can carry a song with just your voice, there's no melody, I'm just bars, and you can still make me like the song. I think that's dope as fuck.
As a rapper, I don't give a fuck how simplistic the beat is. If the beat is as dope, there's just beats
All I
that
need
hit
is
hard.
boom, bap.
That could be the
Going.
simplest beats, but they hit hard. I'm a lyricist. I'm already thinking of lyrics in my head immediately. You know, whether I'm saying them shits or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference. If you're someone that honors yourself as an MC, as someone that fucking is a lyricist of hip hop, right? Then you have to give homage to boom bap, the 80s, all that shit. But if you're not, then you really don't owe hip hop a thing.
Yeah, and that's where I consider myself an artist more than a rapper, especially because I have a lot of songs, and most of them.
So you're not an MC.
But that's why I had to.
But that's to me that's the reality.
So
if you're a lyricist, like if you're a hip hop,
you consider yourself a lyricist?
Yes. Yeah.
You're a lyricist in the traditional sense because you write lyrics.
I consider.
I'm talking about a hip hop lyricist.
I consider myself a lyricist because I do that type of music as well, and that's what I was getting to as far as I went from I didn't know about the older shit. But I always respected it. I always was like, yo, those are the greats, or they're the godfathers of what they do and type of shit. And I always had the respect, but now I'm gaining the knowledge of actually appreciating it.
Yeah.
Of being
I'll say this, there's no need to backpedal, right?
Never that.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
I get what you.
Plus, I gotta make my old head homies mad always. You know.
But I will also say too, though, even if you do consider yourself a lyricist, you're also not a traditional lyricist, in the hip hop sense. You're right. There's not
unless there's something that we haven't heard.
Right. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about back.
So
back mainly from the 90s and boom bap and shit. You know?
Yeah, but that's what I mean in the sense that I'm really an enigma as far as I don't just do.
Damn,
I have almost 500-600 songs, and I got at least 5-10 songs in every type of genre. So I'm hopping on.
Dope, yo.
I'm hopping on.
That's
old school.
So you're an artist. You're not a lyricist.
I'm an artist, but
that's
I would consider myself a lyricist though.
No, see,
a lyricist.
You guys are putting him in one category of
because a lyricist, because that's what a lyricist
I'm an
is.
artist, but I'm also a lyricist.
No, bro. There's lyricists that are not artists.
Agree.
I don't think so. I don't think
there's
you can be
lyricists
both.
that are not artists, but there's not artists that aren't lyricists.
A lyricist won't play with all that because they're in their pocket of just delivering a specific message.
Oh, I look at it differently. Opposite. I look at it as a lyricist will play with all of that because they're a lyricist.
So name one.
They manipulate
Name
lyrics.
one.
So wait.
Name a lyricist that does that.
Lux.
So I consider
Lux makes his music. No,
Lux, no. But I'm saying Lux.
That makes me win right now.
No, but I'll say there is fucking Ice-T. Ice-T's done
Ice-T's
metal.
not a lyricist.
But he was a
He's
rapper.
An artist.
All right, Tech Nine, for example,
is an artist.
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine's not a lyricist.
Nah, he's definitely a lyricist.
Tech Nine's not one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
He definitely
Tech Nine is a
He's not my cup of tea.
Tech Nine is not one of the greatest.
I will say I like Tech Nine.
One of the greatest lyricists.
Bro, I don't fuck with Tech Nine.
I'm not gonna say he's one of my goats.
And I will tell you that man is definitely a lyricist.
Hold on. Slow down.
One of my goats.
Slow down.
He's up
But
hold on.
I like him though.
Out of 100 lyricists, where is Tech Nine?
Top 10.
I would say for
lyricist is better than all 9 Wu-Tang
For
members.
me personally,
that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Hold on. Tech Nine is not better than all 9.
No,
Wu-Tang
not
members.
all 9.
You got.
I'm saying some.
That's about it.
Yeah, I'm saying some of them. He's better.
Just you got, and you got
probably just you got.
That's
no,
it.
and then Capadonna.
He's better than Capadonna.
Definitely better than Capadonna.
Yes.
Y'all are bugging. I can't do this.
That's just my personal opinion, but
I don't even like him.
I think
can you rap a Tech Nine rap right now?
No.
I bet you could rap Capadonna though.
No, I can't. I can't actually off the top right now of Capadonna either.
Only milk this cow the best way we know how. That's the other thing I
But
can
what is
think
it?
of.
But we're
also
Continue?
Wu-Tang fans.
Because lyricist is more than just putting a bunch of words together. It's more than just phrase couplets.
Yeah, it's double entendre.
No,
yeah,
hold
but
on,
Tech Nine
hold on.
doesn't spit nonsense. Like he's spitting real shit.
Slow down.
Facts.
He's
But
using
his
phrase
shit's very-
couplets to get into your psyche. He's doing Eminem shit.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's putting the words together phonetically. And that's what makes him a lyricist
To me, I don't care how he's putting them together.
No, but
if something you can tell is more technically doper.
So, no, that for me,
you're
that's
saying
not
for
what
you,
I'm
I'm
saying.
Oh yeah, what's your
Right.
what's your
That's what I'm-
definition for a lyricist?
When it,
I actually do
need
like Tech Nine, too.
I need
Tech Nine got
context
some
when you're
shit.
being phonetic.
Agreed. Just because you're
I just
phonetic
don't
doesn't
wanna
make you a lyricist.
A lot of people get confused.
Which I understand.
Phonetics, multi-syllables phonetics is the
So what is
last
Tech
thing
Nine
on
saying?
my list for a...
I'm asking you, what is he saying?
you guys slow hit. Listen to what the fuck he says.
I need you guys to
I'm
tell
not a
me.
Tech
No,
Nine
you
fan.
need
I
to
can't
listen
tell you.
yourself.
I listen to
just-
Tech Nine.
I recognize
Then listen
That's
again.
why I'm telling you he's not
Do
a
it on
lyricist.
repeat. I don't know.
How can you? All three of you guys are saying he's a lyricist, but can't give me none of his.
Yeah, because I'm also high as shit, and I've had a couple of these drinks, and I'm not thinking of Capadonna lyrics right now, dude.
It's about Tech Nine.
And I'm not thinking about Tech Nine lyrics either, to be honest with you.
And we probably shouldn't be having this conversation.
Probably not.
All right.
Can you give me a Tech
Move
Nine
on.
verse?
I didn't bring it
I
up.
don't think he's a lyricist, so I can't. But I could give you lyricist verses. That's
Give
what
me
I'm
a Mos
saying.
Def verse.
Huh?
Give me a Mos Def verse.
I don't listen to
Where do
Mos
you
Def.
put Sean
He's
Price?
not a lyricist?
Sean Price is a lyricist.
Sean Price is a definite lyricist.
Yeah.
Where do you put him on your
Make
your
sure you
list?
spell his name right.
He's not. He's in the 100.
He's not
Yo,
even
you know how many
he's
lyricists
not even in
there are?
50?
Damn.
Oh my God,
He's
yo.
definitely at least in my top 20. Easy.
Yo,
He's in my top
there's
50.
so
I was gonna say he's
many,
almost in my top 10.
There's
I love
so
Sean
many
Price.
lyricists. There's trap rappers that are lyricists.
Yo, but Sean Price.
So that
Sean
basically,
Price, man, when he
that
actually
is all I
fucking-
needed to hear, because when we were talking about lyricists, I was assuming.
Oh,
that
you thought I was discrediting you?
Yeah, that's what I
No,
mean.
no,
as
no.
far as like, there are people who don't do boom bap rap.
No,
that
I
are
listen to
lyricists
music,
as
and
fuck.
so do they. That we.
Oh yeah,
like, once music
I don't-
gets put on our radar,
I'm not
we
saying
really
you should
listen.
do boom bap, not by any means.
No, because I'm saying like
I'm just saying as long as you respect it.
I'm a lyricist in what I like the music that I make.
Add on,
Like, yeah,
ladies, because
I have been. You can't hear me because you're shouting over
She
there.
said she likes Tech Nine.
Probably.
I
you
did
like
say
Tech
that.
Nine.
It's me
Yeah, I
shouting.
do. I mean, I don't know about the whole
He's in your
technical
phone?
of what he. No.
All right.
Wow.
That's my. So that's what I'm
Is
saying.
everybody you
So
like
what-
in your phone?
Yes.
Everybody
I like. There's
Wes,
even,
I've seen
I
that.
don't have that.
I
hold
disagree.
on. Hold on. So there's even people I don't like in my phone to prove to people who think they're nice. So I'll
that's some hater shit.
No, because people. Yo, people. No, listen. Because with me, I can't be blinded by illusion. So like, Michael Jackson can't sing to me, but I know he has magic. See what I'm saying? Like when you put him next to people
Did he
who can
just
act.
wink at you?
Did he say he's magical?
Yeah.
Yo, stop.
Yes, he
Stop.
did.
I'm not
Stop.
magic. Mom.
Right after saying Michael Jackson has magic, he winked at you.
I ain't even peep. I ain't even peep, bro.
Not that back.
That's crazy.
Stop. Stop.
Play that
It's just the truth. I like
Yo,
little
a wink
boys.
is so crazy, yo.
Wait. Which one of y'all shorties just said I like little boys over there? What? Somebody, through the noise, all I heard was, I like little boys. That's crazy.
There was a little, one time for
But
Mike.
sometimes we'll do that. We'll like something so much and don't recognize why we like it, and then we'll
That
just start
escalated
saying
quickly.
this is what we like and this is what they do. It's like, no. Like Michael's no Luther. Like he can't.
Oh no,
sing-
he ain't Luther.
No,
That's
but everybody wanted to fuck
I love
Luther.
Luther.
But what I'm saying is they'll start
Wasn't
saying
Luther
Michael.
gay?
Yeah, he like
Luther
There's no
Vandross?
Michael either.
Yeah, he was a black man.
What I'm saying is
No
it's
way.
almost
Yes.
Nah, I understand. I
Oh my
understand what
God.
you're
You know what I'm
saying. Yeah. No, I understand.
No.
Well, yo, speaking of like lyrical shit or whatever, yo, do y'all know Coast Contra?
nasty.
Yeah, we know
Bro,
Coast Contra.
that
what?
shit, I just got
Coast- oh, yeah,
got
they
put
do
onto
fire,
that within the last.
We showed them.
Yeah.
I got put onto that within the last month, and that
Fire,
shit is
yo.
amazing.
Yeah, they're dope. They're actually old.
What movie were they dated to the soundtrack?
I was the
for?
first one to
What
find out.
movie
Black
was it?
Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
All of
I
like
discovered them.
I've watched all this shit, listen to everything, and I'm like, see, this is what I fuck
That's
with.
top tier.
When it's
I'd
when
call
it's
them
a-
lyricists.
And you're saying that Tech Nine raps better than them?
No.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
they're
like-
newcomers on the
This
scene.
is
though.
why I'm saying he's not in the 100.
But though,
see what I'm saying? You start to look at, not saying that.
Are they in the hundreds? Are they?
What? Yeah, they're in like. They're
I was
30.
all four of them are beasts too. I love, bro. They got the Spanish speaking one. They got the energetic like flip shit, kick shit, then move. That nigga. They got the bro. That shit is
That's a lot going on,
bro. That shit was so hard. My first exposure to that, I was just like, I'm making the mean mug
Toby?
face, bro. That
Tech Nine raps better than Toby.
Toby's up there for me.
Nah,
Toby's,
Tech Nine doesn't rap better than Toby.
Yo, Toby is a beast.
We talking about Toby Wigway.
Yo,
I can't pronounce his last name. but I
Wigway is a
fuck with it.
motherfucking beast. Yo, when that, if that dude just wanted to make straight like gangsta, like or whatever, hip hop, whatever, that dude can pretty much do whatever the
I
fuck
see
he
him,
wants.
like,
But he
conducting
does
a whole
what he
symphony
wants to
and
do.
shit, like-
Nah,
you see what I'm saying? This
one
dude
of the
can do
artists I
whatever
look
the
up
fuck.
to.
I can tell by the way he writes, he could do pretty much whatever he wanted to do,
Hell
but
yeah.
he chooses to do what he believes in, like whatever. I respect the shit out of what he does too. To top it all off,
He's that guy. I like he's somebody who I look up to and what he does and what I'm trying to accomplish.
He
'Cause,
said,
like,
"Look, dog, I'm extra
bro,
unique."
that's the goal, to be a dope ass nigga at what you do. Have your shorty be dope as fuck at what she does. Y'all do it together. Like the fact that he incorporates his family and kids in
Yeah, it's
every
black
video.
excellence, yeah.
That is like the definition of black excellence.
Yeah.
Bro, when she in that one song where she was like, I'm about to be on a first name basis with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like that's some nigga shit, bro. That's a big Beyonce listens to me and my husband,
Yeah.
nigga.
She said, "I'm on Beyonce's playlist."
Hey, what you
That
doing
shit is
there,
so fucking
Miss-
hard. I love that.
Yeah, that's definitely a flex.
Like that's the goal.
now.
They just
yeah.
regular people, but they hard.
Ready?
Oh yeah, I love this video.
Ready?
Look, dog, I'm extra unique.
Bang.
My whole aura screen telling. I've been listening to feel like Griselda and Marvin Winans just to make sure I'm balanced. I'm from the West, yeah. Half of my partners is savage, the other half made it out the mud, but the taste of sludge didn't alter their palate. I'm a dog,
I'm not gonna play all that shit, but yeah, that track's dope.
Yeah, nah, that shit is fire. He
So-
got his sisters in the videos.
Yeah, the whole family's in this video.
Babies.
Kids running around.
Yeah, he pretty much does.
He's dope.
I love he does live performances with the kids just running
Yeah,
around. He'll just
yo.
scoop a kid up.
That's real shit.
He'll literally just scoop a kid up.
Bro, his wife
But that's
fat,
the goal,
performing
though, right?
pregnant.
Breastfeeding and shit.
Breastfeeding mid-verse.
So yo,
Bro,
you
she's
know
so
what's fucked up? I bet him and Andrew Tate share a lot of the same opinions. I guarantee you.
Think so?
How so?
Hell yeah, because he's about. You can tell in his demeanor and everything he talks about. He's a traditional masculine.
Traditional masculine.
You think he's an alpha? I don't think he's an alpha.
I think he's the most probably like I don't want to say like something weird like exalted, but like highest of that level because like he's even more G and gangster because he's not he
I get what you're trying to.
I can't articulate that shit at all.
So
I know what you're
my
trying
take. My take on that is the fact that like, so he's their dynamic is what like ideally you would think of when you think of a good family because they support each other and they love each other and they're collaborating on life with each other.
And he jocks the shit. Yeah, his sister
in the
makes the
videos
beats.
and shit.
You can
too.
see he genuinely loves what his wife does too. Like he
he's a
supports and
fan,
bigs the
like-
shit out of that shit.
But the
and
thing,
like that's a level that
when
I
Andrew
would
Tate
die
is-
for that level.
What Andrew Tate is though, Andrew Tate is a false alpha. That alpha shit, like
false alpha.
So
bro,
I think
like-
he goes a little far
that
with
would be a
shit.
beta
He goes
alpha.
goes far with shit, right? He says in my opinion too the wrong fucking words to describe certain situations where I know he's trying to get a rise out of people. It's why he's using these words,
Bro.
right? He's like trolling in a sense. You know what I'm
Andrew
saying?
Andrew Tate is a incel in disguise, bro.
Yo, if you listen to what he's saying now, so listen, whatever he is beyond what I'm taking it as face value in what he's saying, right? And what he's saying at the end of the day is like a man needs to step the fuck up, right? Pretty much stop complaining and you know, fucking blaming your problems on everything else. Make your own destiny. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body is your temple, which, you know what I'm saying? Like all of us, like if
I don't disagree with any of that.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
And when, now that's the baseline shit. Now he takes it to the next level. This is where the way he words some of this shit, I can understand why people don't like him, right? So he's talking about, like, as far as marriage is concerned, being like a traditionalist of it, where the women they will have their choice whether or not they would like want to work or not, but he should still be man enough to be able to support them regardless. You know what I'm saying? To be able to lay that shit down to where she knows that he can provide for the household, protect her, and
don't
like if
argue with
fucking
that
a dude
either.
You guys
jumps
could do
out
that?
with a knife
You
and
guys
a
could
gun.
stay home?
I don't agree with none of that.
But again,
you have the choice. He just said that.
But if you know
can
you
work if you want
but if
to.
you know you didn't need to work at all, you didn't have to really ask for anything. You got.
But you can if you want to.
I'd have businesses.
Right.
So again,
still hustle.
So now that's the type of chick you are, and he's not necessarily saying you can't do that. But him as a man, he should at least be able to provide you that option to whether stay home and raise the family and have kids together and shit, and have and be that mother and nurture and so forth, and be able to raise the family in that more traditional sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's a little bit harder too when we're also years later not with our
raising a
babies'
family?
mothers and shit.
The question is he raising a family?
So that's where the argument can come in. No one knows.
He's not.
No one knows because he'll never tell you if he's married.
He's not raising a family. He owns bitches and he has their names
Right,
branded on them.
that's what I'm getting at.
Niggas going
That's
to
the
jail right now
accusations.
for human trafficking.
Which
What do you
but
mean,
there's
bro?
mad counter evidence against it, saying that these bitches were smiling, coming and going as they pleased, and walking around naked in the house. So how can you make that argument? Like these are
I'm like,
witnesses
bro,
seeing these girls leaving, like going to get fucking lattes and fucking convertibles, then coming back
Like
and
the
getting
Playboy
fucked
bunnies.
on tape.
Like the Playboy bunnies. Now they're trying to act like they were so
They
miserable.
were paid. They were paid.
Yeah, I heard about
They
that.
have a thing on Hulu.
Yeah.
Mind you, the whole time these bitches were smiling, matching outfits, hugging
Well,
you.
so listen. At the end of the day, I gotta first admit I don't really know shit. I don't know if any truths to there because I've never been to the Playboy Mansion.
I was about to say this.
It looks fun to me, honestly. I don't.
End of the day,
I mean, I'd like to chill in the grotto.
The
but
outfits,
I just don't.
the party.
I believe.
Nah, that water has got to be dirty as fuck.
Fuck it, I'm
I
adding
am
to
not
it.
getting in that water.
It's got
bro.
chlorine.
Nah, chlorine.
You
and
believe
semen.
what?
That's it.
Nah, it's not dirty.
I was gonna say
That sounds creamy.
I believe that shit is what?
Right,
All I heard
right.
was creamy, bro. All I heard was creamy in the background. It sounds creamy. That is wild. But nah, like my whole take. I just don't fuck with him. He's a dick. Fuck that bitch ass nigga.
So,
but I do a lot of the shit you were saying. I do agree with in the sense that too, masculinity. There's like you can't be masculine without having toxic in front of it nowadays, and it's like it can't. You can't want like especially with the modern day. The fake feminist and shit, because I'm a feminist. I believe everyone should be able to do everything together, but the fake feminists that you see on TV and shit, they're just like, yeah, men are shit. Fuck men. Give us what we want. Fuck you guys. And it's like that's not equal. That's not equality. You can't be belittling the people that you want to make yourself be on equal playing fields with. But Andrew Tate is like the level of that to me. But on the man side, in the sense that it's just like it's bullshit. Because I
know what's funny though?
Does being a male,
you know what's funny?
make me a feminist?
You know what's funny though?
What's up?
Andrew Tate in reality is more like us than you think. And I'll say this, because when you see him and he's giving these arguments and they're taking these clips, they're asking him some fucking out-of-pocket question to where he's having to answer, right? You know what I'm saying? So they'll ask him, what would you do? So they're saying like, oh, you want authority of women. You want authority of women. So they're like, what happens with fucking... So he's like, yeah, what happens if 10 dudes jump out with knives? Who's expected to step up and protect his woman? So he's talking about, I should have at least, if she wants to go walk in South Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. He's like, you're saying you shouldn't have that authority as you guys are a couple because you're the one it's your duty to protect and take care of that woman?
I don't think it should be a command. I think it should be a suggestion.
Exactly. So that's the only debate. Does he mean it as a command or is he just saying it's speaking in generalization like any one of us would say?
As a married
you know
man,
what I'm
if
saying?
my wife
we would
tells
say the
me-
same shit. Hell no, I ain't letting my girl go out there.
Yeah.
Listen,
no.
as a married man, if my wife tells me
Come
some
on,
shit
man.
that makes sense like that, Like, yo, it's Chicago. It's 2 a.m. You probably shouldn't be
watch
walking
the
like
Pierce
that.
Morgan.
I'm gonna go.
Watch
good
the
point.
Pierce Morgan interviews. He gets a chance to more explain himself, and maybe and he admits he's had time. So mind you, I'm not a huge Andrew Tate supporter. Let me stop defending this man.
Yeah,
to
I was
his
about to
death.
say you are.
I'm not.
I'm waiting for
really
you to
not
reveal
because
the
there's
tattoo or some shit.
because there's I got at least the initials on my knuckles.
It's
on my
right
knuckles.
on his. It's right on his titties.
Yes, each nipple is his initial.
It's under his beef curtain. You gotta
it's not that I agree.
Last time,
it's on my taint.
He would have
Andrew
a
Taint.
He would have a baloney curtain.
Come on, Andrew Tate. That was good.
That is Andrew Tate.
Come on. So listen,
that was a wasted gem. That's great.
Yeah, I'll have to clip that. So no, at the end of the day, like I think it's easy to take him out of context. But you watch the Pierce Morgan shit. I think he's had enough time to at least evolve enough to say like, yeah, the way he said some shit was fucked up. I don't agree with him on stuff like, for instance, he's saying that most men, and he doesn't necessarily say himself. I don't think his true opinion is this as well. But he's saying that most men want a younger chick because they haven't been through mad trauma. Like I'm not saying below. Whoa, hold on. I'm not saying below the limit or the age limit or whatever legally.
No,
I'm not talking about
I want
that.
experience.
I'm talking about. So wait, hold on. Let me just finish the point. I'm not saying my point of view. I'm saying his point of view, or what he was saying, anyways. He was saying that if you ask most guys, right, they're gonna want a chick that's like 19, 20, maybe 21 that hasn't been. So let me explain why. So they haven't been through all this drama. They haven't been cheated on by mad boyfriends necessarily.
They're seasons.
Exactly. Right.
No, I want the one that's been through it.
So all right. So hold on. That I agree with you. That's my standpoint. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with him on all points.
He wants to just mold.
So, but now hold on. No.
Man.
He's saying at the end of the day, he's dated supposedly 27, 28-year-olds as well. He's talking about the majority of men. So now this is where it gets funny. They asked 1,000 women and 1,000 men how they viewed age and attraction compared to their own age, right? So as the women got older on this graph, their age also went up in what they found attractive as men for the most part, right?
Really?
So when they asked the men, from 20 to 50, it all stayed around 20 years old, all the way fucking up.
Wow, that's crazy.
So you can't say the guy was wrong. That's what he's saying. Everyone's trying to say that's necessarily his opinion, but they don't understand that he's saying that in an argument against people that are talking about some other shit.
Yeah, he's trying to give a fact. It doesn't mean that he's actually subscribed to the facts.
And if you hear when he's asked what his actual opinion on something is, he'll say it mad times.
I think he's got.
I don't agree that way. I would date a girl, however, she can make her own decisions. I'm just saying, if I was in the relationship, I'd be expected to be the one that protects her.
I think he's lying.
This and that.
Because
he may be.
The only reason why is because the level of alpha he is. He could only get away with that with a woman that hasn't been through.
Yo, everything else is a fucking act to get views and shit like that. It's my opinion. I don't know this dude personally at all, so I don't know.
The whole alpha male shit is fucking cringy as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think to a degree.
I think over machismo. Like
I think if you live your life and don't talk about it, but live your life, like handle shit, make sure like shit's secured. Like a woman doesn't have to worry about me depending on her. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I would say the nigga that works at UPS and makes sure his bills is paid and his kids is paid.
Yeah,
I would say
he's handling
if
he's handling shit.
So it's like
I would say if any.
Not arguing.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't say
the guy that works at UPS is the alpha man.
Define
I thought about
that after a second.
The nigga who works a normal job but make sure all his bills and shit is taken care of and his family and his kids are fed, I would say he's an alpha male because he's doing what a man is supposed to do. The nigga who's
I would agree when you put it in that context.
Yeah, that's what I mean in the sense that like.
And that's cringy?
No, I said I would consider him like the alpha. Like an alpha
he's
male.
saying everyone
a motherfucker that handles business.
Yeah, that's what when I think of alpha male, that's what I think of. I don't think of these fucking cringy incel losers on their podcast. Like,
see, I just listen to take him for that. Take him the fact that he's trying to tell you he handles business.
Let the ladies talk.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more than just providing, though.
Oh yeah, no,
you know,
this
you
is
can be dumb as hell, leader in the wrong damn direction. They ain't no damn alpha.
That's
just because you go to work. The hell out of here.
So now, mind you though,
you can be dumb as hell.
Mind you though, at the end of the day, I don't like really young women. Like I like someone that's actually been through it. I want someone that knows what they want. I don't have time to train somebody and teach them.
Not train.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have the time for all that.
I think
shit.
it's weird
I want someone that has the
someone would
experience.
even prey on that. Is like bizarre to me, but I know it's out there.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is like, I'm the type of person that I can at least take the information away from somebody. I can look beyond their character and find the gems hitting in that shit. And with Andrew Tate, I will say he's a smart ass motherfucker.
No, I fuck with Andrew Tate personally, but that doesn't mean that I condone all his actions.
Agree with him on everything.
But I'm a realist, so the problem with me is I'll admit when I identify with certain characters that are labeled the villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Kanyes, the Trumps, you know what I mean? The Marilyn Mansons, all the people that just choose to do what the fuck they want to do and speak their truth. I champion speaking your truth, whatever it looks
Marilyn
like.
Manson?
Yeah, like, because that's his truth. Like, I'm saying, I respect people
The whole
living
rib
their
shit.
truth.
That's what he's talking
I'm
about.
not,
That's his truth.
outside of the jokes, I'm saying I respect people living their truth. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I don't like the liars and the people in the closet and all the weird stuff. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
So I know that
You'd rather
I want people standing on their square.
Yeah,
This is what you believe.
If you're gonna be a bad guy or the villain or in people's eyes, be you.
Be you.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. I understand.
See what I'm saying? So I tend to.
That's one thing a lot of people do fuck with about Trump too. Like, it was the fact that he ain't keeping secrets from us.
I know so many people that hate Trump.
He was
and
grabbing
Tate.
them
It's hilarious.
I think they're insecure. Like, when it comes to men, when men are like, I don't fuck with you, it's because they don't know what it's like to be truthful.
You know what's crazy
he
about
can look
Trump?
himself in the mirror. You can't.
You know what's crazy about Trump? And I don't think I'm the one that originated this thought by any means, right? But he was still the first dude that got up there and was airing out all their dirty laundry. You know what I'm saying? He got up there and he was like, look at all that shit you thought they were doing, they're doing in
That's
here.
what I'm
doing
saying.
it too, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
And everyone's
Because without
like,
him,
to me,
you
I was
wouldn't
like,
even
whoa.
know the shit was a sham. You would just keep following the game. Like,
I
he
mean, I
showed
would
you it's
already know that
bullshit.
shit's a sham.
Yeah, we grew up that way, but I'm saying outside of, the way that we was into the things that we were into is different. Not everybody has that knowledge.
Right.
I'm saying outside of that thought process, when you think about it, I still remember when Trump went on Alex Jones before he was president and said 9/11 was an inside job. People forget that, and then he became the president. You get what I'm saying? So he already knows what he's up against. People keep looking at the color and his truth because he says what the fuck he wants. And you might not agree with it, but at least you know where he's standing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you got these other guys that look like Jesus, right? But they're really the devil.
Not the white Jesus.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
these
you also have a lot of people saying some crazy ass shit out there pushing different agendas that are way worse than a motherfucker like Tate, who's just trying to talk about like being a fucking man, whether you agree of his version of man completely or little or middle bit or none at all.
Right.
That's your prerogative.
I think
like that.
So
I like
so
that.
One thing with Tate, I think my problem with him is different from like the vast problem with him. I just don't fuck with him in general. I just personally don't like him.
Yeah.
But the reason why the world doesn't like him is dumb because he's pro men. He's pro masculine, old school men. And right now that's like a negative thing. So that's why they hate him. And I don't agree with that. Because I'm like, if you I feel like if you can't preach that we're all the same, we're all equal, we're all everything, and then put down someone different.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I don't fuck with that they do about him. Yeah. But I just don't like him as a person type shit. But yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, I think in reality though, sometimes when some of the shit I've watched, like you can tell you could tell he's really obviously trolling too, and he's getting a fucking kick out of it. Like some shit's actually mad funny. Like some of the shit he says.
Yeah, a lot of these characters and influencers and shit, they be having their funny moments.
Some of them do.
Yo, can you imagine if Andrew Tate was Jamaican now?
Wait, what?
What? Blood clot. No.
But there's Jamaicans that think like him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, yo, Jamaican niggas.
I know a lot.
Right?
I know a few of them myself.
Jamaican niggas is. If they gave,
that's classical.
They need to just give more Jamaican dudes platforms and just let them speak their mind. Niggas would stop listening to reggae. They would not fuck with Jamaicans at all. I
don't know.
I have Jamaican homies and meeting their families and shit, and the way they articulate about some shit, they do not care.
But it be the truth.
Yeah, I was about to say because like to me, a lot they're not wrong about a lot of stuff.
Bro, Yo, that should be
because I've had many a conversation with many a motherfucker.
Right. So is Andrew Tate really that bad?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm getting.
Well, I just don't like him, but he might not be. When you know how it is when you don't fuck with somebody, it don't matter what they're saying.
Yeah, it's over.
So
It's Charlie Brown's parents.
So now one of the things,
It's like, fuck you.
One of the things we also brought up on that, right? I was talking with Stallone, and he was, we were talking about like him being like a, self-made, breaking from the Matrix, and like, not working for anybody else, and so forth and so forth. And then I kind of brought up just a random like fucking gem in a sense, right? Where I was like, yeah, but it's all about mitigation if you really think about it, right? You may work for somebody else, right, and be that technical slave, but yet you might be putting all the risk on the owner, not on yourself. So if their shit goes belly up, they're ruined. You can just fucking bounce. So what really in reality is, what's the better scenario? Because I look at it as like, not that I look at my job as like fuck them, but because I'm loyal to the company, I love the company, right? But if their shit crashes, I can just go start applying at other places that are popping. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the person on that end where if it crashes, I'm fucked because it's my company. So like, you saying that makes me be like, damn, yo. He's
like, damn, I need to start working for somebody. Fuck.
You about to start punching in.
Nah, but at the same time, no, like I had somebody. So it was kind of like vindicating for me in a way. Coming up in the construction game or whatever, I used to have this dude that I used to work with who always, every time I would ask him to teach me something, I don't have time to teach today. I got to make money. You know what I mean? I don't have time for you. Now, I'm surpassed him. He done gone to jail. Mad Long came back. And the other day, he's like, yo, have you ever thought about joining the union? And I looked at him like, what? And he's like, yeah, I make X amount of dollars, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm comfortable. He's like, the allure of being your own boss. I looked at him and went, is great. Like, I'm straight, bro. Like, I don't gotta look for work. Neither do I.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, I don't gotta worry about my guys. I'm like, neither do I. My guys are my boys. Like, shit. I'm literally like, I'm good. I don't have no interest in that. And it's all because of if I couldn't just leave my job and go pick up my children because they're sick or something happened or whatever. That in and of itself, like I can't give that up.
So you make that agreement before you take the job.
Nah, fuck that. I need to be able to be like, yo, I gotta go. I gotta leave. That's it. Like,
I don't know. I negotiate my own shit.
I do what I want.
But you are a boss of your job.
Not you do what you want.
But I still have bosses.
I mean, I technically still have a boss too, because somebody that gives me work.
So my only difference with me is that I'm a boss, but I still like have a hand in with the money we make. Like like it's about how much we all grind.
Definitely, right? Everybody had that thing. I couldn't do what I do without the people that work.
But no, hold on. No, if my kid has an emergency, I have to leave. I just leave.
Right. No one's gonna tell you no.
No. Not at all. So I never and
because that's why you got benefits.
Yeah, and because I'm on my job also. Like if I have to call out sick, like when I get COVID, they don't question me because they know I never fucking call out.
But see, and the flip side of our situation is I don't get. Do you get paid holidays off?
Yeah, basically.
I don't get a single paid holiday off. If I don't go to work, I don't make money. I don't get paid.
But I also don't have to worry about taking on the full boat for insurance. And dental and vision.
I think we use this boss word loosely because I look at only a person that has an office can be a boss. You can own a company and just be an owner.
Well, I prefer the term leader, to be honest.
So I'm a boss. Everybody wants to be a boss.
I'm a boss,
and you can't even meet with them nowhere.
I don't. So listen. Listen to this. Listen to this. So listen to this. I'm a boss.
Yeah.
I'm a boss. I don't have an office, but I can use anyone's office I want.
No, you're a
I
supervisor.
disagree with him. He's interviewed me in the
you're
past.
a supervisor and you're an owner.
You've interviewed me.
You think you're a boss?
I have to.
So no one can fire you.
So no, I can be fired.
You're a supervisor.
But at the end of the day, this is what I'm talking about as far as mitigation is concerned.
Yeah.
I still have people that I like. I'm not just
you delegate.
But
to.
I don't just do. But I don't just do that.
Yeah.
I also fucking hustle and get shit done. They come to me for decisions. I handle shit that's beyond them. That's not even dealing with them separately. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it doesn't diminish what you got.
No.
Oh, you run shit. I've heard that from supervisors before.
Yeah. So
there's nothing wrong.
You're not a boss.
I'm not a supervisor. I'm not saying I'm a boss. I don't have an office. That's my point.
So, but at the end of the day, I can use whatever office I want.
But I'm an owner.
So whatever.
I own shit.
So at the end of the day,
you're an owner. And you're a supervisor.
I'm an owner as well. I also have my own company.
There we go. So we're not bosses, but we can't meet nowhere. There ain't no meetings.
But at the end of the day, I still have to run shit. It's not just a supervisor of just making sure just everyone's
as long as you could get fired,
I'm not walking around with a clipboard. You know what I'm saying? Doing inspections.
Clipboard guys are funny, but
you got us done
fixing my
up
glasses.
over here. You're a supervisor.
No, but I
can't get fired if you're a boss.
Shit.
Wow, I mean, if you're the top boss, if you're the top boss, then yeah, most certainly. You can get fired by a client. You could be running.
You just lose a job.
That's what I'm getting at.
But you still
I
still
can get
lose
fired by the person.
You're just
who gives
losing
me my work.
You still got more work.
But again, I still don't have to worry about it because
you don't. Right?
So,
he
but hold on. Think about this,
Yeah.
right? So, since in my particular case, what we hustle is what we achieve. So I look at it like this: I got someone else that's taking care of the building, the lights, the plumbing,
the boss,
all that. So listen, at the end of the day, I can't disagree
I'm the
with
boss
you
'cause I pay for all that.
I can't
So then
disagree
I'm the
with you,
boss
right?
too.
But it's still on them.
Frank, you're still in
No,
charge.
no, listen. But listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not about the title of supervisor. Because I don't really care at the end of the day what you call me as long as I'm getting paid.
Okay.
Right? So at the end of the day, and it took me a little while to develop that, right? Who pays you? We have already established why you backtracking, right? Let's pave it forward. Pave it forward, right? Don't live in the past, right? So anyways, so what I'm saying at the end of the day, yeah, I might at the end of the day, I don't own the building, right? I don't have to worry about fucking paying the mortgage for it. I don't have to worry if it burns down. I don't have to worry if a car crashes in front of it. All their stock that they own, I don't have to worry about if I have to worry about it sells in the immediate time frame because that's how I get paid, right? But if the insurance went through and they end up having to pay a fucking $50,000 deductible, I don't have to worry about that coming out of my pocket. Like there's mad shit that I mitigate. I look at it as I'm mitigating onto them, right? And that's the kind of mentality that
I gotta worry about all that.
I don't have to worry about none of that shit. So if the fucking worst of the worst happens and for some reason they got to come out of mad money out of pocket, that's on them. All I'm doing is making money for
Yeah,
myself.
but let's still stay humble though. Like this comment here, it says, "Can't get fired if you're a boss, but a client can
I agree with
fire
that.
you." Stay humble.
Well, yeah, depending on what
You
you're doing
feel
for your
me?
own business, but that does
Remember
depend.
how you're making your money.
But it does depend on what you're doing for your own business. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying that you'd prefer to be in your position versus the guy who's...
So I'm not necessarily saying I would prefer, but I don't just diss somebody necessarily, or not just diss or look down upon by somebody that also has that mentality, looks at it like I can either try and run my own shit and make about the same, maybe less, maybe more, right? And hustle just as hard. But if the shit hits the fan, I lose everything, right? Or I can have at least part of that mitigated onto somebody else that they worry about all that shit. I'm just trying to get the fucking most money as I can because my job rewards hustling. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I can understand not everybody looks at that for their particular occupation, but as far as
are you gauging it?
Because
it's risk assessment. Okay. It's risk assessment. It's all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what's more worth it at the end of the day.
Got you.
So I'm not saying that.
Perspectives are a bitch.
So obviously I'm looking.
I don't disagree with anything you just said.
So of course I'm looking to run my own shit. I have my own media company.
Shit. Yeah. You have your own
I'm designing a video game. I write music. But
solo porn.
Don't try to denote me. The fuck are you?
No, supervisor. It's not that bad.
No, I know, but you're saying it in a negative tone though. When you're saying it to obviously diminish my character.
No, because I think that's what we do. I'm trying to show people that you gotta hear the real. Like we be just throwing around shit loosely. Like bosses.
Like beef curtains.
But it's never gonna die. It's never gonna die. But I understand what you're saying. Shit is gross. I think if you
clip that shit, bitch.
If you are the boss, you're the boss. You're supervisor, you're supervisor. If you're a worker, you're a worker.
So now, here's the thing, though.
But the
dollar amount determine whether it's what you're saying? You know what I mean? Because if you're getting,
I think it's more the job.
Because doctors still work for somebody, but they're getting hella paid, right?
Honestly, I make more than some doctors, so it's not.
So you win it. It don't matter what the fuck your title is.
He said that already.
But I'm a supervisor.
So you do look at the supervisor as a big deal.
No, I'm saying that in fucking mockery, obviously.
Yeah.
But you think
I can't refute your argument.
Do you got
your argument's right?
Do you think you make?
I can't say I'm a boss.
But do you think you make as much as Leg?
He makes more than me, but not by a substantial
He makes
amount.
more than you, and you're.
He makes probably like 20, 30
now.
grand a year more than me. Real talk.
As the
I don't
supervisor,
blow that, though. Whatever, but he.
I don't
so
like,
no, because now,
but he understands certain things.
So now, but both of you do,
right?
So now,
but
you
I'm talking
gotta
about a yearly basis. You know what I mean?
Are you comfortable with that?
But at the end of the day, though, he is right. He can take if he just feels like taking a day off, he ain't got to report to nobody.
Of course, I'm comfortable with it. That's my man's, and I want to see him succeed.
No, not that part.
I don't count another man's pockets. I'm worried about what I did because
that part.
Because 5 years ago,
it's 3 down.
You shouldn't be looking at a man's pockets.
I feel like 3's. Hey,
5, 6
3
years
down on the
ago?
mixer.
5, 6 years ago, I didn't have.
3. Is that
I was
down?
I was
Something
calling
like that.
people on Craigslist. Yo, like you got work? Selling myself to people.
Yeah,
I need to work. You know what I mean? I'll take.
You know what it is though?
$X
He's talking louder because he can't hear himself. in the
Yeah, hold
headphones.
on. There we go. I was like, yo, X amount. I was like, I'll take fucking X amount of dollars just to show you that I can do what I can do, and then we'll talk about money after that. I just need a chance to work. I was trying to sell myself. Now I'm over here like I'm putting ads on Craigslist, and people are calling me for work. So he might make more money than me, but I know that I've already leveled up from 5 years ago, so I'm content right where I'm at.
Yeah,
and I
he's got
want him to
benefits.
do
That's
nothing
not
but
He's
be
got
better.
benefits that I don't have.
And that's my man's. I want him to be
So I'm not saying in the I'm not. So maybe I was taking out of context.
It's
I'm
friendly
saying
competition for
but,
me.
But I'm talking about personal competition with yourself.
Yeah, every day I want to do better. Every fucking day.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Right. So with knowing that he works for somebody and makes more than you, wouldn't you want to strive to make more being in your position?
Of course.
All right.
Of course. But I ain't mad that he makes more than me. Like
I didn't never said that.
Like
I said, what does that do
he's
for you?
mitigating. I'm making less, but I'm giving. Okay, so for example,
But you want us to know that you're in control of that.
that, and I'm giving people. For example, people
Why do I
come to
feel
work.
like you're defending him, but you're condemning him? What did I ever do to you?
Nah, but like here's my example. Here's
And
my
I
example.
loved you.
I give people a career.
we're still together.
I don't mean to like sound like crazy or nothing, but for example, Justin works with me. I don't like to say for me.
Right.
I don't like to be that boss. I hate that word.
Justin?
That's my
Fucking
man.
does.
Wait, Justin?
Nah, he'll tell you I do when I have to.
Leg fucking
When I have
pulls
to,
that
I
card
do.
every time. He's like, go get the fucking nails in the truck because I'm the boss.
Go get the left-handed nails.
Why? Why? Because I'm the boss.
Nah, but my point is, and we talk
puts
about it all the time.
dildos
It's
in
like,
bags.
yo, before I needed somebody to come work with me to help
true.
me make the money that I make, I wouldn't make the money that I make if it wasn't for him, because he pulls his weight as well. You know what I mean? But before what we have now happened,
But you're responsible for him. You gotta pay his insurance. You paying his insurance?
He had no actual skills
good
besides
question.
working.
Look at
That's a real good question.
No, I pay his taxes. To be honest with you, he works.
What about that insurance?
I pay that every year. Hell yeah.
His insurance.
There
not
is no
yours.
insurance. I can't use my own insurance.
Right.
I
got a $30 deductible.
Yo, I can't even use my own
I know you're not
insurance.
arguing me anyways.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I pay for insurance that I'm not even allowed to use. It doesn't even apply to me. I just have to have it because Massachusetts wants you to pay for
base
some
law
shit. I just have, and neither him nor me can use the shit.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do I have it for? Because they tell me I have to have it. But my point that I'm getting at is before starting to work for me, with me, however you want to call it, he had no actual trade skills. He had to work for a warehouse or a store or a restaurant or whatever. Now, he doesn't have to know the fucking language. He can go anywhere in the world and be like, I can install a floor. I can make money. Anywhere he goes, he'll have that for the rest of his life. He's teaching his son how to install floors at his house. I did that. And that no, but I don't mean it like I don't mean that like to like in a cocky way.
I mean
like that's my man's, and I did that. I put my man's on, and now we can put each other on.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You know what I mean? Like
he put a dildo in his bag.
Remember that?
No, that's Josh.
He just did
still
that
hasn't found that.
He just hired.
Still hasn't?
That's another one. He still hasn't found it.
He just
got
hiring
another
his
one?
friends to just put dildos.
Did you go to Bookins and get that shit?
No, I found it on the job again.
That's weird.
That's the second
This
one.
guy's a dildo magnet.
What?
Like
what? What am I looking at?
You need to say pause.
Pause.
You and these dildos.
Yeah, that's the second one I found on a job. I found two on a job.
Why do dildos keep finding you? You're not finding them.
He's John. I told you he's a dildo magnet.
Where are you finding? But where are you finding?
So here's what happened.
Right.
Hold on.
No, I
So
just want to know where are you finding?
I'm gonna
these
tell you. So
dildos?
Do they have a curve?
Are they in the floor?
No. So for
Are they
side work, I also do house flipping.
All right,
and
turn
things
it
like
back
that.
down. Turn it back down.
I do house flipping and stuff. So I do clean outs. When someone gets evicted and their shit gets left behind, I go in there and I throw all that shit the fuck out. That's how I end up finding these fucking dildos.
Wow.
They be in closets.
Wow, you
and
think they
shoeboxes
grabbed their
and shit.
dildos?
I was about to say,
Of all
Ew,
things.
it was a
Get
used
your purse, get your coat,
Take the
get your
dick
dildo.
with you.
Dildos.
I've never had one, but
who's leaving dildos behind?
I'm saying.
people who got dicks.
Not leaving dildos behind.
I'd leave a dildo if I got a dick.
Yeah, right. If you had to run, you ain't.
Yo, stop playing.
They don't have to run. They're getting evicted.
They're
They
getting
knew they were leaving.
Right.
They knew they had to go.
Out of everything, just grab the dildo.
That's deep.
Nah.
That's deep.
I don't even.
Oh shit.
So this
I don't even
particular
understand
dildo,
how people get those dildos that like they stick on the walls or
They
the floor.
name them.
And what do they
and then
do?
they ride them.
So this particular
On the wall?
dildo I found in
yeah,
a bag.
they do the back shots.
They
on it.
stick them on the
suction
showers
cups.
and shit.
That's crazy.
All right. So listen, before we get on that note, before we get,
Y'all know y'all be watching it.
now you got any last things you want to promote and so forth?
Yeah, so I dropped my first music video at the end of last month on my YouTube. It's Wxrm, Big Wxrm. Go follow that shit. My music's on all platforms, social media, go crazy. This bag right here. This is
like
my
that.
man's bag, Dilly Gang. You can buy this shit, and literally, we have a store out in Enfield, Connecticut, all the way clothing, and you could get this. We got mad merch, just all the homies' brands and shit, and yeah, it's dope. And what else I got going on? Just performing a lot.
Was your hand just on his thigh?
No, it wasn't.
It's just big. It's just big.
It did look very close.
It was not.
That's crazy.
I can attest.
But yeah, just about
Ooh,
to,
not the draping of the bag.
just about to start.
Not the
Draping?
Not the beef curtain bag.
Crazy.
About to start
There's a
dropping.
dildo in there.
Beef
Shit.
bag.
Oh my
There's a dildo
Yeah, it's
in
a
that
lot.
bag.
It's a lot.
Yeah, you gotta grab that.
It's a lot. Let's talk about man bags, though.
man bag.
No,
How
we
do you
gotta
feel
get out
about
of here.
a merce?
That's it's 10-10. We gotta get out of this bitch.
It's a merce.
It's a
Yeah,
merce.
It's a merce.
A man purse.
It's a merce.
It's a merce. You stop.
That's a thing.
You first stop that now.
All right, we're out of this bitch. I want to thank you, man, for coming through. For real, it's always a pleasure having you. I hope you got whenever you have something that you need to promote, or just want to fucking come back through, man. You're welcome anytime, man. You're a great guest. I wish you all the success, man. And you know what? Once if I get back to a scenario where I'm doing shows again, man, I'd love to do a show with you at some point.
If there's a mic, I'm there, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
What kind of mic?
Not the mic.
A
dildo?
Johnson.
Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Y'all some
Boom.
sexually regressed ass niggas, bro.
Johnson is crazy.
That's normally where we would be.
We gotta
out.
not do that. Don't do that.
I'm Mike Cole.
Peace. We're out of this bitch. We'll see y'all next Thursday. If you
Yeah, we're
haven't
not
liked,
sexually not. We're just
Big up
old.
this.
yes, make sure you
Been
big up
fucking-
I
Yo,
and
subscribe,
Lady Love.
subscribe, YouTube.
Yeah.
Everybody come through on the YouTube.
No, I'm not even doing that shit. We love y'all, motherfuckers. Thank you very much. Come back next Thursday, 8 p.m., where we have, you know what? Hold on. We're not going to do, I don't remember who's on. We're going to actually look this up real quick.
Next is Quam.
Is it Quam?
Kwame, yeah.
All right, so next we got Quam. He's going to be fucking on the show. He's going to, obviously,
He's gonna be fucking on the show.
No.
What?
That was my bad.
On the fucking
That was
show?
my bad. No, we're doing that on a separate channel. That's
I
not
was
gonna
like,
be
I
on
got the
show.
tame version of
No,
the show.
that's my Pornhub channel. We're gonna see that later on. Yes, subscribe. Turn on notifications from my Pornhub channel. No, we'll see you next. We'll see you next Thursday. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.